Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a crazy week, but I am so excited for Friday night to finally be able to unwind and chill with you guys. Fuck. Feels so good to finally be able to just, just let loose and just be free right now. We got a star-studded lineup for you guys, as always, here on Rumboyz After Dark. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. If you want to join, hey, I ain't going to stop you from joining and becoming a member of the Pirate Gang. You know what I'm saying? Discount codes on merch, exclusives dropping, so much more for you guys. Also, with that being said, make sure that you spike that like. Go ahead and hit that like button. Share the content with everybody out there. Let them know that we are live right now here on YouTube. Greatly appreciate all of these YouTube views. And then aside from that, dive off into the live chat. Talk your shit. We're going to bring your comments up on screen. We're going to make it real interactive. Let's go ahead and get into the panel. First up, introducing the man with mushroom madness. He hollers, give me money. Representing the Give Me Money Network. You can catch him Tuesdays here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Host of My Version's Better, Bogart Scott Frey.
Hey. After Dark, give me money.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, check out my fucking Green Day joint.
Bro.
This is like one of my favorite albums as a kid. I was like cruising through Target and I was like, oh, I'm getting that.
Bro, you all right, so you rocking the Green Day shirt. Guess what band I was bumping before I got on stream?
Weezer?
Avenged Sevenfold, bro. Went way
that's
harder.
right. That's your joint.
Yeah. Fucking Hail to the King. Bro, I was ready. I came on this stream ready to run through a wall, bro.
Let's do it. Shout out to Green Day, man. Bay Area, stand up. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, let's go ahead and keep this thing pushing, keep this thing moving. You dig? Representing Rumboyz.com, the Rumboyz Combat Division. If motherfuckers is putting their hands on each other, he's got you covered with all the editorials. Jake, the Great, the Bearded One.
What's up? 3 straight days of MMA, actually. Last night, PFL. Tonight, Bellator. Rumble Johnson's come back after 4 years. Tomorrow, UFC, where half the fights are canceled due to injuries, but whatever. And, it's going to be a big weekend. I'm back on this show. Found some free time.
Welcome back, my brother.
Yeah. Training and stuff is interesting at work, but I'm back. So,
hell yeah.
Give me the names, and I'll take care of it.
Hey, really quick, speaking of PFL, I found out last night that Wiz Khalifa is an investor. So to Wiz Khalifa, puff pass, my brother. Puff pass. Let's go ahead and keep this thing moving.
It's an interesting promotion because they can't afford to give $1 million paydays to like 7 divisions every year, unless
it's dope. We'll chop it up. We'll toss it in there tonight. Let's go ahead and keep this thing pushing, ladies and gentlemen. For all things to keep a motherfucking smile on your face, he is also one of the most analytical minds in terms of both the fantasy football and fantasy baseball world. We're probably gonna have to remove the NFL at the end because he's just gonna have to be Herm's fantasy because he's just dropping things in Herm's terms. Ladies and gentlemen, Rumboyz Herm.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about everything? Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! Anytime Green Day comes into it, man, it's like, dude, Dookie is a fucking album and a half, bro. My god! I mean, dude,
it was dope. It was a. I remember the little insert that came with it. You know what I mean? And he did all the artwork and he wrote all the lyrics in the insert. He hand wrote them. So it was just dope, man. Shout out to Billy Joe, man.
I'm loving this vibe already.
Hopefully he can kick the drugs, bro. Yeah. He still can't kick the hair around.
Billy Joe Armstrong is not fucking around. Yo, do you guys ever think about how wind just happens?
Leave Billy Joe.
You ever think about that?
He's just living a rock and roll life. Let's get into our special guest. All right.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
There's more.
There's more. Oh my God, there's more. It's the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. It's Rumboyz After Dark. It's always more. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have seen this man making an appearance on the SportsMe app. Ding, ding, ding. Getting all the motherfucking points, bringing you guys some hot topics over there on the SportsMe app. You can also catch his writings over with the Fantasy Six Pack. Ladies and gentlemen, Ping's Picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
boom.
up?
My guy.
Thanks, Picks.
How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, this
What's
is
good?
dope, man, because he was just on one of the battles talking about, hey, yo,
Yeah,
Rob,
man.
you're going to hit me up. You know what I mean? And boom, here we are. I love it.
Hey, Rob, man, he started it first, and I was like, I'm going to take that offer. I'm going to take that offer as many times as I get it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Oh,
Hey, welcome to the big
Yeah.
stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead. This man was you can catch first. Let me do this introduction like this. Ladies and gentlemen, you can catch his content with Familia Fantasy Football, okay? That's right. We talking, not the other fucking football with your damn feet, all right? He's just bringing it to you in habla español. You dig what I'm saying? Hailing from the West Coast, this man has experience working with the Dodgers publication, ladies and gentlemen, Jorge Martin.
Orale! Thank you,
Orale.
guys. Thank
Dale.
you. I can't match.
Happy
I can't
Cinco
match
de Mayo,
terms.
man.
No,
Oh,
no,
gotcha.
yeah.
I'm still recovering, boys. But hey, you know what? Hair of the dog, right?
Yes,
let's
sir.
go.
What he said.
Let's go.
Vamonos. No, thank you for the intro. Thank you for having me on. This is a blast. I had such a blast on the draft last week. Had to come back again. So thank you for the invite.
Already. No worries. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more guest backstage.
Was I there?
You were there. We were all there.
I was
It was
Oh.
Aurora Borealis.
I was like, this is awesome, bro. I was like, I always wanted to work for Jorge. And then I was like, hold on, was I there?
Oh no, you weren't there for that day of the draft. You were there for night one.
Because I was about to really like have some serious, like, whoa, I'm losing memory now. You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead and get into our final panelist for tonight. He's the swagger man. Swagger man. Ladies and gentlemen, representing 14P. He says that Miles Sanders isn't dead. Sam Wagman.
Man, my dude.
What's going on, boys?
Man,
Yeah.
it's my
What's up,
boy
fellas?
right there.
Absolutely, that's my man.
Swag.
Really
Dude.
quick, before we get into paying bills, can you find me another podcast out there, all right, that can bring together this many different eclectic people, this many different backgrounds from resume experiences in this industry.
The earth is
the
my
cultures. The earth is the Rumboyz turf. I've done Celtics 7 seasons. I ain't even stopping. Pressure. Bogart, take them away. Monkey knife fight. Oh, wait. Someone's hopping in backstage.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, we have one more intro. Ladies and gentlemen, he ain't late. He's on time. Around these parts, we call him Dub C, standing for white chocolate. Justin the Clock Management.
Oh, shit.
My guy. Hello.
What up?
What up?
bro?
Turn on Bluetooth.
Yeah, I
Hey.
had to change all my settings still. I was in the middle.
You good? Hey,
He saw
Bogart.
you pop up. He was like, right now. Hey, all right, check this out, Run Boys and Girls. You know what I mean? Now that we got the whole gang here, you know what I'm saying? Before we set seas across the fantasy 7 seas on another pirate endeavor, we're going to go ahead and pay some bills. Head on over to monkeyknifefight.com where we got that legal, legit daily fantasy sports prop action. And guess what? We got a promo code for you. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. And no cap, we're going to match that first deposit all the way up to 50 schmackers. Once again, head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. Get in on the daily fantasy sports action. Right now, baseball's in full swing. Bada bing. Oh, I'm never going to get tired of that one. Like I said, baseball's in full swing. Use promo code Rumboyz, and we'll match that first thing all the way up to $50. Monkey Knife Fight, give me money.
Monkey Knife Fight, give us money.
Give me money.
Only Bogart can Zito an athlete, and it just be so fly. But it's so fly. But it's just so fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Herms.
Yes.
Take them away with that SportsMe.
Oh my gosh, SportsMe. Okay, so SportsMe is an app, which is short for application, which is a thing that you do on your phone. So basically what happens is you go to like, the app store and then you find it and it's like, okay, cool. So then you click download, right? So it installs on your phone or whatever. And then you open it up and you're like, wow, there's a whole community of people talking about sports and little like short videos just replying to each other about anything. It could be football, it could be baseball, it could be basketball, it could be badminton. I don't know. Maybe there's a presence of badminton. I don't know. I haven't found it yet, but I'm sure it exists. And hey, if you want to talk about badminton on SportsMe, go for it. But whatever sport you want to talk about, if you want to get into it and you want to express yourself and get your takes out there and, do this, that, and the other, download the SportsMe app. It's super fun. I'm on there. We're all on there doing the different stuff and yelling at sports and people and stuff. So I don't know. That's a horrible description of what it is. But trust me, it's really fun. And you get points awarded for your takes and stuff. So it's like if you say something really cool, people will be like, bing, 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 bing. And it makes that sound. It's like super cool. It feels great whenever you hear that sound. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, damn, I said something cool. So yeah. And then you can like win battles and stuff. And then, it builds your street cred out here. So, you know what I mean? If you want to get out there, promote yourself, promote your takes, promote whatever. I don't know. As long as you're not being a troll and being a clown, because we ain't got time for that on the SportsMe app. But either way, talk about sports, debate people, do stuff. It's super fun. I like it. So download it because I said so and it's awesome.
Hey, we definitely need more badminton.
That's true. I haven't talked about badminton on there, but I have had a battle about water polo. So come at me.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
beer pong championships,
gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, bro.
Hold on. I do want to say
there's been a beer pong championship stream on this channel that has been a thing, and I am known to whoop a little ass. Anybody can get it. So you said that. Now we're gonna set up the freaking virtual tournament.
Vámonos.
We're talking waffle ball, wiffle ball. What are we talking about?
No, they want to beer pong. Beer pong.
Dude, I'm here for it.
Okay,
on SportsMe though.
Oh yeah, bring it. Let's do it.
Vámonos.
Hey, I got to say though, SportsMe for that tournament, you got to make it so people can't reshoot their take. No reshoots. You don't get to reshoot.
Yeah. Don't.
How will we know?
Yeah. Just go off the honor system, just like have the integrity within yourself to be like, yes, one take, which is hard for the internet, but
you give them a chance.
Hold on. I landed in third due to a freaking technicality because the DJs up north, up in Canada, had their own motherfucking rules that nobody else here were like, what were you talking about? What are you talking about? But don't worry, because the trophy's not in Canada no more. It's not happening. So fuck that. All right. Hey, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls. What to do? Dilly.
They're playing international rules.
It's like how Canadian football has like a wider field or whatever. It's kind of the same, but not really.
Everything goes in international waters.
Exactly. Oh, I like the pirate reference.
That's where Monday Night Fights absolutely arrived.
Yo.
Shout out to the Simpsons, bro. I'm telling you.
Menzel sucked in both of those football fields.
So, gentlemen, let's go ahead. Let's get into tonight's show. I got to go to the show sheet in the group chat for some reason because it's not pulling up in my notepads, which is cool. I'll do it the hard way because things like this can occur in the field. All right, first question. We start off with Bogart scot-free. I still got the damn SportsMe logo up. The Philadelphia Eagles claim running back, hurry on, my wayward son Johnson, which raises the question: do the Eagles like Miles Sanders? They drafted Kenny Gainwell, and now you bring in carry on my wayward son Johnson. Are you giving a fuck about?
Here's the thing, Miles Sanders, I think if somebody help me out here, did he carry a second-round draft capital?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to look at it like that, he's the lead guy just based on that basis alone. Plus, he's a totally different style of running back than Gainwell. And then bringing in Kerryon Johnson, that's just due diligence. Just get some depth. A former second-round running back himself. You know what I mean? Let's go there, bring him in. You know what I mean? Like, that's really all. It still don't really move any kind of needles for me. Matter of fact, I hope the public perception is down on Miles Sanders. That way, I can argue with people about Sanders as well as Mixon all day, every day. It's give me that value. If they fall to the third, they fall to the third, back of the second, the 2-3 turnaround. That's
Mixon will fall to the fourth.
And you got
Brandon not anymore. Not anymore.
Brandon Brooks is not after I'm done with him.
Oh, I mean, Miles Sanders might after this news. I'm saying.
Fair enough.
No, for sure. And put it like this too. Don't watch any kind of positive reports come out of camp or OTAs when they finally start doing that shit. Like, oh, Gainwell's looking good out there, and then boom, it's gonna drop his value. But Miles Sanders, them doing this shows they have no quarrels to just running his ass into the dirt anyway, and that's what you would want. You got Brandon Brooks coming back. You got other pieces coming back from some injuries. I expect that line to be better, and then you have a mobile QB that always helps the running back. It's always going to open up lanes when you got that mobile guy. You know what I mean?
Jake, what you got? I know that you've been busy moving, man.
Better for both of their careers because Sanders was not healthy last year. He missed time.
Yeah.
We all know what Johnson has done. Fantasy-wise, this doesn't help him for sure. It's going to hurt him probably by a little bit, quite a bit. But honestly, it'll help with their careers long-term because neither has shown that they're a full-season guy anyways. So fantasy-wise takes the hit, but for his career, it's probably going to be a better spot for him to play longer.
I don't even think it's a fantasy hit, but I agree with you in terms of increased longevity.
I mean, he missed 4 games last year when they fed him the ball nonstop. I mean, those carries off and might get 16 okay weeks out of him.
Gainwell's more than a threat. I feel like Johnson, you need to worry about making a team, young man. Herms, how you feel, bro?
I feel really, really awesome. Thank you for asking. Anyway. So going back to the
so what do you think about Miles Sanders?
Yeah, right. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about stuff. Anyway, so Miles Sanders. What's the deal with? No, okay. So I mean, like, Kerryon Johnson is a threat to Miles Sanders in the same way that, like, Jordan Howard was a threat. In the same way that, like, all these other people were a threat. You know what I mean? Just okay, like name recognition is cool. But at the end of the day, like, no, like, I don't know. Oh my God! I swear to God, if anybody's nervous, well, who's the Nick Sirianni, straight chilling up in the building, doing his shit. Yeah,
he's a product of Frank Reich. You know what I mean? Frank Reich uses all the running backs. So I mean, everyone's gonna have a role here. You know what I mean? Maybe Miles Sanders takes a hit in the pass game, in the pass catching role, because Gainwell. That's part of his game. You know what I mean?
Yep,
that was something that is something I was concerned about. The only
Scott, get out of here, Boston Scott. You're done with.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Big takeaway. Yeah, I mean, Boston Scott. I'm not really worried about that. I mean, I bought in a little bit, you know, especially like August of this past year. I was just like, hey man, I don't know, Boston Scott might be a thing. That turned out to not be a thing, but anyway. But you know, actually, there you go. Look at Bogart helping me out, tying it into things. Sirianni. So I mean, like, yeah. So he comes from Indy. He was with Frank Reich or whatever. So it's just like, oh, Doug Peterson's out of there. So now we don't have to worry about the running back by committee. It's just like, well, but now there's a dude who was under Frank Reich who did the running back by committee thing. So are they really just getting more of the same? Is it going to be continuity? Who knows? But Nick Sirianni, prior to 2018, when he was under the tutelage of learning under Frank Reich and whatnot, was doing a bunch of shit chilling out with the then San Diego Chargers for a very, very long time. And that's a very different system. So it's just like, who the fuck knows what Nick Sirianni is going to do? I have a hard time figuring it out, which is why, thankfully, people don't ask my opinion on things much because I'm a doofus. But here's the good news. I got to say, you know what I mean? Like, I'm more concerned about the guy they drafted than a dude that was just like, this guy got cut. Sure, let's bring him on in, whatever. Because he's just like, I don't fucking know. Maybe they'll bring him in. They'll see what, you know, because like you were saying, Robbie, it's like, yeah, I'm worried about him making the team first before we go anywhere else with it because it's just like, bro, it's like, okay, so like, yeah, everybody, you know, especially like anybody who like, you know, likes the fantasy footballers or whatever, you know, we all know the whole, like, the carry on my wayward son, you know, doing like, yeah, like it's fun, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, man, like we're not talking about jokes. We're not talking about making bits. We're talking about actually like analyzing and doing stuff and figuring it out with the mental. So it's like, I don't fucking, dude, I'm just,
I gotta say,
people
though,
gotta
that
relax,
song-
man.
Go ahead, Ping. Go ahead, Ping. Go ahead,
That
Ping.
song
All
did
right.
raise his ADP by at least a round, though.
He's
It
not
really
wrong.
did.
Oh,
It
yes,
really
it
did.
Just that part of the song, though.
Yeah.
That should hype
we-
me up too.
The rest
We
of
like
the
to
song
have-
is good, but
We like to have fun with, oh, dude, especially that one, like the riff at the end, like toward the bridge, like right before the solo, like that. As a guitar player, I absolutely love playing "Carry On My Wayward Son." That is one of the I got
all night
top
watching
10
her
classic rock.
play
just
air
like,
guitar.
if you, dude, I swear to God, like that. Also, like, Don't Fear the Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult. That's a really fun song to play on guitar. I have a fun time doing that, dude. I'm just saying. But anyway, when it comes to "Don't Fear the Reaper," don't fear the carry on. Okay, that pun didn't work. But either way, just don't worry about it, man. I don't know. Let's see if this man make.
Carry
Yeah.
on.
Go
Ping.
ahead. Let's get into Ping.
Yeah.
No.
There we go. Yeah.
So
I've
I just
spoken
wanted to
too
get a
much.
pun in there. I just wanted to get
all
the
right,
pun in there.
we know these organizations, right, man? These organizations do the same shit every year, different coach, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm going to list you a set of running backs, all right, and the head coaches.
Okay, let's go.
We're
Stand
talking what? Chip Kelly, all right. We're talking
Whoa,
Pedersen,
I
and
like
now
where
we're
this is
talking Nisrani, and these
Yeah.
are all the lead
Yeah.
backs: LaShawn McCoy, DeMarco
Shady.
Murray, LeGarrette Blount, Jordan Howard, now Miles Sanders. Now let's lead
Get
off.
'em.
Let's list
Are
all
you
of the
trying to make
backups.
me upset?
No, this is all the backups.
Yeah, I was gonna
Dion
say,
Lewis, Bryce
Get
Brown, Ryan Matthews,
No, don't
Darren
go back
Sproles,
further.
Darren
No,
Sproles
no,
again, Jay Ajayi, and Corey Clement. Miles Sanders is a backup, and now he's ahead of Jordan Howard. This is not the first time we've seen this shit. How many
Yeah.
names do you recognize that used to be RB1s on this team?
I
All of
mean,
them.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
Oh,
Here's the thing. I think
hey,
they're
this
all
man is eating.
RB.
Hey, like I
I
said, it's no
think they're-
point, right? Like, so I don't give two craps of who they add.
Yeah.
It's just who's the lead guy, and if he's gonna lower his ADP, then give me 1,200 yards at the 4th round. I'm gonna take that all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 points. Ding, ding,
Go
ding,
ahead,
ding, ding.
Jorge.
I tell you, I mean, it's by the way, Jordan Howard re-signed with the Eagles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, no,
another
he's dead.
body.
He's
He's
dead.
a
Another
plotter.
He's
body
dead.
in there.
He's
So
dead.
it's-
He's a plotter.
He's dead.
It's-
He's dead.
yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead. Okay, so
He's
dead.
I'm glad I know about him. The thing that I don't like. I mean, it's such a crowded backfield. It's reminding me a little bit of San Francisco. I was a big Miles Sanders fan. The way he closed out 2019, going into 2020, but
Yeah.
I want to see him healthy. I want to see him healthy. I mean, maybe this lights a fire under his butt. That's the thing. You know, when you see guys that you know, we see it in all the sports. You know, they bring in the guy that just kind of give him a little bit of fire under his butt. They all of a sudden, what is it? They get Johnson today. They got Gainwell last week. I think they're going to run Sanders into the ground, and I hope he gets 17 games out of it, because then it'd be pretty good. So he needs to catch some passes, though. No more drop passes like last year.
Fair enough.
Go ahead, Sam. Swagger man.
This
I'm gonna do
doesn't
that a
affect.
lot, probably.
This doesn't affect Miles Sanders at all. This is not a Miles Sanders move. He's gonna move regardless down the well. Which just give me all of the Miles Sanders shares, except for the one league I know I can't get him in because the guy who has him actually is an Eagles fan. So, you know, that one. Other than that one league, I will take all of the Miles Sanders shares. Already owned a ton. I'm more worried about Gainwell than anything. If anything, Gainwell takes the passing snaps, but yeah, I don't even know if Carry-On's going to make the team. This kills Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard means nothing. He'll be good. He'll be gone in a couple of weeks here. So that really doesn't mean anything for Miles Sanders, though. He's going to continue to get whatever work taken away from him that the selection of Gainwell took away. And, you know, not much more than that. Miles Sanders will still be that guy. You're going to get him at least a round later, if not 2 rounds later. And he'll still put up, you know, 1,200 scrimmage yards. Easy.
I'm with it.
I'm a little surprised you're not scared of Jordan Howard. You don't want 1.2 yards a carry?
No, surprisingly no. And I
As
appreciate
long as it ends in a touchdown.
I do appreciate you, Davis, bringing up the last 6 years of terrible running backs.
No,
This
they were
team is
good running
drafting.
backs, but we had
before they got to Philly.
Yeah, he's going to take that LeGarrette
But they
Blount
have-
role and
yeah.
just steal the touchdown.
Hey, I ain't going front. If I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, like you are, Sam, I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not.
Nah,
doing
he's
that.
just stupid Washington. Man.
No, well, at least I have 3 rings. It took you forever to get just one, so you just relax.
Three's cute.
Don't make me put you into the same category as the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh,
No,
who haven't
no,
heard
no,
about
that could never
anything.
happen. That could never happen. What up, Jordan?
Hey, talk about someone who hasn't won a Super Bowl. The Carolina Panthers.
Dang, as soon as
Wow.
He enters the arena and is immediately clocked in the face. Dear God. What did he do to you?
Hey, my franchise has
but
been
more
here
importantly,
since like '94.
Yeah, did you see Sam Darnold's drawing of your logo?
Yeah,
nailed it. At least he knew what it was, though.
Yeah, Robbie
Anderson.
Robbie Anderson doesn't even know who the mascot was.
Go ahead, Justin. Your take.
All right, so I mean, as far as does the organization hate him? I mean, no one thought that the Panthers, for example, hated Christian McCaffrey because they drafted Chuba Hubbard, right? Nobody thought that let's say Montgomery, they hate Montgomery because they brought in Damian Williams. Or any other running back when they brought in a running back. Like, just because they bring in another running back doesn't mean they hate their running back. It's because running backs get injured. Running backs, they get hurt. You need depth in that position.
You know why people bring in running backs when they have Mark Ingram? Because everybody hates Mark Ingram.
Yeah, that
including all of us.
Yeah, I would accept it.
Yeah, Mark Ingram. I know you're watching. Fuck you, Mark Ingram. God awful, Mark Ingram. No,
or like but like they don't hate him. I mean, it sucks. I mean, if he does make the team, maybe he takes a couple carries. It might bring his value down a little bit. But I'm still taking him. If anything, it lowers his ADP more than it's going to lower his production. So I'm okay with that because that means I'm getting him at a value.
Speaking of value, you guys increased my value. You know that.
Well, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate that greatly.
10 points.
I'll drink to it.
Is that 10 points?
10 points to Gryffindor.
You just gave me points for a compliment. The hell?
Yeah.
Look at Jordan. Look at Jordan's background. Look at this.
I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
Look at that man.
Jordan, is that his drawing?
No, that's
okay. I was
Mina
gonna say
Kimes.
I saw a different.
That's Mina
Kimes.
Oh, I don't know.
Mina Kimes actually
That's
made
hilarious.
that.
Best football analyst on all of ESPN. I love Mina Kimes.
That's way better than the one I saw from Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah.
Jordan, you just said that. Now I just figured out the next guest I need to book for Business and Brews. Fuck you. Go ahead.
Make the phone call.
Make the phone call.
Mina Kimes, if you're watching, hello. Come on, Rumboyz.
Absolutely.
You're a rock star, Mina.
Hat
You're a rock
trick.
star.
Hey,
That's
are
right,
you
she's
scared?
backstage.
Are you scared? Say you scared of Carry On, My Wayward Son in that backfield in Philly.
Fuck no.
No, I mean,
It's not you, Bogart. You already talked about it.
Once we rise above all the noise and confusion, just to get a glimpse beyond the, sorry, yeah.
Jordan, it's your take.
Okay, so here's the thing with Miles Sanders. Like, people hyped him up to be a running back 1 last year. They're drafting him at like 11 to 14 range. And I kept telling people they're crazy for picking him over the receivers there. But Miles Sanders is an RB2, especially with Jalen Hurts and the helm and that offensive line they have if healthy. You have Brandon Brooks, Landon Dickerson, Kelsey, Lane Johnson. That's a fun offensive line to run behind. A bunch of mean dudes that are just going to, push the pile forward.
They were just all hurt last year, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
I think they're going to go running back by committee. He's going to dominate those touches, but Kenneth Gainwell and guys like Kerryon Johnson are going to vulture stuff away from him to be an RB1. I think he'll fit in that like 14 to 17 range if he at the ceiling for him, but I'm not a fan of Miles Sanders from him burning me last year, but like,
you know what? I'm gonna just keep it true. Carry On ain't affecting shit. He ain't even gonna make the team, bro.
Absolutely.
I would
He didn't fight 5 points for
Pick up
putting this
Jordan
into the
Howard.
topic.
No, he's gonna make the team just because that song.
Jordan Howard getting cut.
Jordan Howard's getting cut.
Yeah.
Like at the blackjack table,
Sorry,
it's
Howie.
insurance.
So now let's get into let's start getting into some more.
I won fantasy championship.
Hey, I'm
back
happy
in
that we
17.
made that one. We pretty much breezed through that one because that was pretty chalk. Like that was easy to go through. Speaking of chalk, y'all should check out fucking Justin's most recent Insta post. He don't do chalk rankings, which he really doesn't. I'd be mad as fuck at him. Oh,
I'm
salute,
out there.
fellas. My fault. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz girls. Want to do dilly. My fault.
Yeah. Saquon RB1.
I'm just gonna throw out there though. I hate to be Jordan Howard's realtor. That motherfucker's got to move out all
He
the time.
moves.
Yeah, at least you're not Fitzpatrick's.
Josh McCown.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta
then
find a lot
again,
of
If I was
bedrooms.
Jordan
man.
Howard, I wouldn't have ever left my home. In
I don't
Miami.
know if I'd be pissed or if I'd be happy. That sounds like a lot of
Yeah,
money to be made.
like a real estate agent, like the percentage of the cut that they get every time a
Yeah,
house
but
is sold or
you
whatever.
have to get
maybe
licensed.
I'd be pleased.
You have to get licensed in every fucking state.
Yeah, seriously.
So,
Oh, big yeah, true.
hey,
Yeah,
I guarantee
yeah.
Justin, why do you
I
gotta
say
ruin
that
the
as if I
fun?
know anything about real estate.
Hey, let's get into the next one. So this week the question arose, and why are you playing the fucking Wookiee right now? Why are you doing that, Bogart?
I didn't do that.
Anyone could have played a Wookiee. What do you mean?
Hold on, just
How
so
do you know
know-
I'm not the Wookiee?
Hold on, just so you know, your Wookiee sounds like a bad fart. I just want that to be known.
How do you know it wasn't me farting, bro?
That was horrible. Why did I do that?
Oh,
I hate it when
this
that
week-
happens.
This week the question arose: at what ADP are you comfortable taking Najee Harris in both dynasty and redraft formats? And I feel like this you can kind of, answer both fairly easily. And is there another rookie running back that could possibly land in the top 24? Jordan, you start.
So
Fucking
Najee Harris, I love Najee Harris where he landed. I love the spot he's in. People are gonna hate it for but people like to talk about that Steelers O line, and honestly, I'm not.
He looks demented. He looks demented.
I'm not afraid of it. I mean, I know they're not the Colts O line with Quentin Nelson running or creating holes, but I think I'm comfortable with Najee Harris in like that RB 11 to RB 14 range. I'm not sure where that falls ADP wise.
11 even?
All right. So you're saying what? You get him like back end of like the first or beginning of the second in state.
Yeah, and for Dynasty, if you're not one QB, not Superflex. Superflex, it bumps him down.
Right.
Yeah. One QB.
We'll keep this single QB for preference.
Yeah, just for like idea of range. I mean, if it's super flex, it would just bump them down to like the end of the second. I mean, that landing spot with that capital, like I'm riding Najee Harris for the first 2 years and selling him in year 3 because of his age and just a lot of the things that are going on. And like, if you put Najee Harris in last year's running back class, where do you rank him? I probably don't rank him top 3.
No.
Off talent, like I love Najee. I'm a fan.
I don't know, man. First of all, I'm from the Bay. I mean, it's not my turn, but I'm gonna say somebody Antioch running backs, bro. Running backs from Antioch, bro, out here in the Bay. I mean, we're talking Joe Mixon, Maurice Jones-Drew. Yeah, I put him in the same conversation. And then now we have Najee Harris, bro. He might be that guy.
No, he's awesome. I love Najee. Is a great dude, great person.
You did not just skip 8 motherfuckers in the damn panel, Bogart. Damn.
No, but Harris was only good back in college besides 1 year, which is kind of an issue.
So
He was good 2 years, I think.
Go ahead,
He was
Justin.
good as a junior.
Justin, he's a player.
Not what he should have been. Not what he was recruited as.
Really quick, before we go to Justin, go ahead and give your take. But all you guys here on the panel, if you don't mind, in the chat, so we can just keep the show moving at the pace that we are. Answer Raj's dynasty question. If you guys have a second device, you got your phone next to you or whatever the case. Go ahead and drop some advice for him.
What's he
Go
talking
ahead,
about?
Justin.
With,
We'll get to it. I want everyone to do their take though.
My bad. You brought it to my attention.
with Najee, so in redraft, I'm probably taking him back of the third. That's where I got him. I got him just outside my RB20, which I know isn't like the standard take. But that's where I have him at because of the Steelers losing so much in their offensive line this year. I think that it will affect them more than what people are thinking. Big Ben continues to get older. That team is going in the wrong direction. Sorry, Herms. In Dynasty, obviously, he's quite a bit, higher because he's a rookie coming in. He's very talented. So I have him, probably, if it's a startup draft, I probably have him towards the mid-second round to back of the second round. So quite a bit higher, obviously, in a redraft due to him being a rookie. And there was, so I guess I answered if he's, other rookies that'll be in the top, that could be in the top 20. Javonte Williams could, he could definitely be there. He could be the lead running back on that offense. So
make the phone call, Clark.
He could be there. Yeah. And obviously Travis Etienne could. I think that's a further stretch, though. Javante's probably the only one that's that really has a chance.
Yo, really quick. All right, so now I do want to bring up this question really fast because Raj, I have taught you better than this. But
shout out to Raj.
It sounds like that we all JT is already out of the equation, so I'm not going to read that part because he just got yanked off the
in
board.
A draft now.
Yeah, he's in a draft right now. He said, yo, real quick, who y'all thinking at the 111 Superflex Dynasty?
Startup?
It's a startup. It's a startup.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta put everyone back in order.
I got you.
I'm gonna go DeAndre Hopkins, bro.
He just took.
Whoa! It's a 111. His options are Dalvin, Kamara,
Dalvin. Fuck it. Win now.
That's what we said. That's what we all told him.
He took Dalvin.
But I bring this up because I'm just saying, Raj, I have taught you better.
Did it.
Bogart and I have taught you better.
Bro, no one has been bigger on the Dalvin Cook hype train than me.
Tell him to grab Luke Skywalker on the turnaround, bro.
I would give my opinion, but I'm in the same draft as him, so I am not going to give him any advice.
God.
So
I'm in a paradise right now. I swear.
You're a better man than I, Herms. I would have given him bad advice.
Bro,
I would have.
I would have told him to take Henry.
Take JV and Hawkins right now.
You're like trade back.
I would have taken Henry. I would have taken Henry and been like,
I'm in the dynasty, not in the dynasty.
Listen, there's a lot of weapons over there to help Dalvin Cook. There's a lot of weapons to take the top.
See if Garrison Hurst is available. That'll help you.
The way they use Henry, the way they use Henry,
I have a autographed Garrison Hurst helmet. I thought I had it behind me.
Roger Craig is out there.
They got Durashaw into Minnesota, bro. That line is going to be way better in the interior. Cook is he's gonna last longer, bro.
Go ahead. We're on Jorge now. Yeah, right.
I would take Cook over Harris.
Are we talking about Harris or are we talking about the who?
Yeah, Harris. Yeah, Najee.
I love Harris. Actually, when I saw this on the show sheet,
or was it? Sam? You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna keep going. Go ahead, Jorge.
No, this is right.
I think this is it.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I'll allow it.
When I saw that Harris was on the show sheet, I looked up what his expert consensus ranking is, and he's right behind Miles Sanders. And I'm tempted to go. I'm tempted to have him jump Sanders. I think he's going to get 300 touches next year. I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get close to 18 to 20 touches every game. Mike Tomlin's going to ride him like crazy. And I think the fact that the Steelers are, and I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to make up for Herms for the Nationals joke last week. But I got Juan Soto in fantasy, so I want them to do well. But no, Najee, I think he's going to be a stud. I think he's going to have a good chance to be top 10 this year. He's going to as a rookie because Tomlin. Spicy. Yeah, the Steelers do not want to be bad on the offensive line and running the ball. They're gonna ride this guy. He's gonna be a lead caballo like crazy.
I love
that.
I'm
going when I get there. Let's
go. I love it. Oh, go ahead, Jorge. Speaking my language, yo, ping.
Siempre, mi hermano, siempre.
Let's go, ping.
All right, man.
Do that shit that you do on SportsMe. Get them all riled up.
All right. So here's the thing. We're going to get to this question later, I believe, but I'm not sure if you guys saw the Alejandro Villanueva stuff, right? He said
I did.
No, I'm not gonna go into that yet. We're gonna go into what he said before all that. He said, "How does it feel to go?" Someone asked him a question. It was like, "How do you feel from going from a team that throws 55 passes into 25?" Right? And I think that tells you what they're trying to do by drafting Najee Harris. They're going to try to stop throwing the ball 55 times. So, and to top it off, he's a first-round talent. He has the holding rushing record for Alabama and the passing touchdowns for Alabama. So I don't think we can say that he's not that good of a talent. So here are our last 4 or 5 running backs they have used and where they got drafted at. And here they go. Willie Parker, undrafted. Rashard Mendenhall, first round. Le'Veon Bell, second round. James Conner, third round. Najee Harris, first round. None of these guys finish in the second. They never get a second contract. So if you're carrying him for Steelers, I would never do that. But if you're talking about a guy that will get 1,000+ yards and 10 touchdowns almost every season, I don't think another team ever does it. All 4 of those guys I listed kill it every year. They 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns,
except for the last few years.
No, James Conner, short of the injury, when
2018,
he didn't play 16 games.
I know, but in 2018 was the last time they produced an RB1.
We're not talking RB1s though. We're talking about top 20, right? So it's an RB2.
I know. Okay.
and James Conner just walked into it, but everybody else is RB1.
Here's the thing. So would you say that with this Najee Harris thing, then we're drafting him at his ceiling? You know what I mean? If that's his ceiling, there's other guys I'd rather I'll take a Cam Akers over him all day. I'll take Antonio Gibson over him all day.
Oh, Bogart sounded like me last year, and I'm now starting to sound
I sound like Bogart every time I hear me.
No,
that's for sure.
No.
10 points to me.
Last year, you were all in on the rookie CH, and I was like, fuck rookie this year.
Hold on.
We're not doing it.
Listen. I would have done that all over again because that was a different circumstance. I didn't know that I couldn't forecast that this team was going to be passing at a higher clip than running the ball. Matter of fact, when Le'Veon Bell got brought over to the Chiefs, he was RB9 overall. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bruh. He was RB9 overall. So I was right. He was on his way to be that one. But I was drafting him at the ceiling.
That's going back into what I'm
drafting.
That's going back
at the ceiling. I'm not
going back into what I'm saying. That's
but just to get back to it, though, guys. Get back to it really quick.
Yeah,
pass blocking and run blocking are 2 different things. And I went to talk trash about their pass block, but realistically, they're 2 different things. I think they could run, and they're going to run this guy. If they took this guy in the first round, they believe they can do it too. So I just don't think there's a reason not to believe he's a 1,200 yards from scrimmage guy. Simple as that.
No doubt.
And that puts you at least RB2, borderline RB1. He's behind a few guys on me, but I might end up moving him up.
Drafting him at his ceiling though.
I'm slowly starting to.
If you don't produce, where we draft him at, then we overdrafted him. I'm just saying, that's his ceiling.
Well, and to me, the key is the loss at the offensive line. It's like they produced these, but they produced it behind an amazing offensive line that's no longer there.
None of top 5 all the way up. Top 5 in both categories: pass blocking and pass protection and run blocking. And it wasn't until after 2018 they had a massive decline. They went from top 5 to 25, and then last year they're 27. Now then 2020 they're what?
This Steelers team is
31 or something like that.
And they've lost. And they lost 3 of their starting offensive linemen this offseason.
I will say this though,
but they were old anyways.
They were old, but they were still better than what they had. That's why they're starting.
But also at the same time, maybe these new guys come in and it works better because these old guys, it's now they're playing the game the way that what is it called? They're making business decisions now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they could be, but
here's the thing.
I'm not betting on it. That's my thing.
When you look at their pass protecting numbers last year, they're mad skewed. It kind of reminds me of Brady's numbers with New England. It'd be they're at the top of the league in pass protecting, but no, it's because pressure's coming hella fast through that bad line, and he gets the ball out hella quick. He was number one. No, but I'm saying though, that'll pad the numbers. That'll pad the numbers.
That should be circumstantial.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to be hitting Harris in the backfield.
Let's get into Herm's take. Let's get into Herm's take.
You know what I mean?
Oh, gee. Well, I mean, as the obviously completely unbiased person in the room, I feel it's best for me to talk about when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, greatest franchise in the history of sports. Obviously, I mean, come on. I mean, like it's the black and yellow, baby. Shout out Wiz Khalifa. If you're watching out there, hit me up. I'd love to smoke a blunt. But like, I mean, oh my god. Okay, really though. Yeah. So the offensive line is kind of garbage. And they didn't really do a whole lot to backload it with young talent to be able to develop. And we really saw that kind of blow up in their face this past season. It was abysmal to watch, especially as a fan. Like the whole identity of the team is just like ram it down your throat. Do the whole like ground pound, old school baby. But like they just couldn't fucking do it. So. Yes, Villanueva leaves. Yes, Matt Filer leaves. Yes, Pouncey retires. But at the same time, like, the couple dudes that they drafted, I mean, like, Kendrick Green, like, yeah, he's a little raw, but at the same time, the one thing he can do really well is run block. Like, like Dan Moore, like, yeah, it's a little weird, but at the same time, the one thing he can do is run block. So even if they're going to be developmental in terms of becoming complete linemen, they already have the skill set to do the thing that they're trying to improve upon anyway. And also keep in mind, Zach Banner missed a lot of time last year with, like a pretty, bad, like season-ending injury or whatever, like fairly early on in the process. Like he's a very talented guy too, and he'll be returning. Like, yes, it's not as good of an offensive line as it once was, 100%. I'm not going to deny that, but they have made a conscious effort to get better at run blocking, even though I probably would have, and like, look, I'm thrilled that Pat Freiermuth will be on the team because I think he's an incredibly talented tight end. Probably would have gone with an offensive lineman in the second round. Not gonna lie, it is what it is. But at the same time, even he can block pretty well. So it's just like, dude, they know what they're doing. I know better than to question, the GM and what they're building up there and all that shit. And keep in mind, the Steelers GM was also the scouting director in Detroit when they decided to, like buy up on Barry Sanders and do all that or whatever, whenever people were like, oh man, I don't know about this pick, blah, blah, blah. Well, look at how that fucking turned out. So I'm just saying, man, like, there's a track record there. So let's be fucking real here. Like, I have Najee Harris ranked as my RB12 in PPR redraft as it stands right now. Could I be talked into lowering him? I certainly could. I could probably realistically see somewhere between maybe like RB14 to RB17, somewhere in there. But even if it's because even if it's not super efficient, the volume is there because by virtue of James Conner leaving for Arizona, the vacated opportunity for him to inherit is tremendous. So, it be what it be, my dude. Like Najee Harris, like
Najee's a guy that I'm willing to take a gamble on this season. Go ahead, Jake.
Over who though? You know what I mean?
J.K. Dobbins, David Montgomery, Chris Carson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I'm not going any of those guys in the second round.
But those are the guys that are going to the third, and Najee Harris is borderline 2. He's borderline 2, borderline 3 right now.
Those guys aren't going in the third.
Yeah, definitely.
That's best ball shit.
If we get to a point where there's hype for Najee in the first, don't do it. But if he falls out of that,
please don't do it.
Go for it. Go for
Matter
it.
of fact,
we don't want that CEH hype. Like
on a 2-3 turnaround.
It's not going to be like CEH last year, but this is the rookie that you grab this year, and you can grab him over a lot of other fucking options that are out there.
He's a second rounder. It's fine.
And Ping literally just listed all of them. Like a lot of them.
Yo. Real quick, the other part of the question was, is there another rookie that could potentially do it? I'll make this part fast just so we can move on. Javonte Williams, potentially, I could see it. I don't know. Melvin Gordon's still pretty good. Efficient last year, even though it wasn't pretty, but he still did fairly well. I don't know. And yeah, you never know. Like the DUI thing is still kind of unsolved. Maybe he gets like disciplined for it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. And then the last thing I will say. Yeah, I don't know. Anything could happen, but also like this isn't like spicy or anything just because it's the fucking Jets or whatever. Michael Carter could win the lead job. I don't fucking know. So just like, sure. If we're just going to project based off of available opportunity, I mean, who the fuck? I don't know. So just, Michael Carter for the Jets. Maybe. I don't know. Just for the sake of saying it. I mean, fuck. Like, there you go.
No, I agree.
In PPR,
Those are great takes. Go ahead, Jake.
Well, Travis Etienne with his college teammate as they develop and they're going to be run heavy could be a better option long term, I think.
Okay. Tell me more.
Also be a less physical player. He won't have to get hit as much running up the middle. They can get the ball their ways to him in space. So I like that over long term. Short term, though, Najee Harris this year is going to do some damage if they commit to it. I think as linemen age, it's easier to run block than pass block.
Right.
Just, lateral mobility will go, but if your first steps going forward, you definitely have a better chance.
You get punched.
So overall, if you're going to go that direction, my concern is not that if he can take the damage of carrying the ball so much, it is can the line get a chance to block that much? Because I don't think Big Ben's going to deal with throwing the ball less than his last year.
Yeah.
I think the issue might be Big Ben running the own offense. He wants to run and just putting it in the air 40 times still.
Yep. And even in Le'Veon Bell's time, that's the
but it's not on Najee Harris. It's not on the line. I think it might be Big Ben's ego trying to go out throwing the ball still.
But we also say this as if Najee Harris isn't also very good at
catching out the backfield.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just it's a valid concern to bring up, but at the same time, he's not just this one-dimensional
Nobody's
dude.
taking
I'm just saying.
Big Ben a dumb down guy though. Not really.
He's gonna have like 86%
to his number one weapon. So Big Ben likes to throw the ball deep no matter how his arm is. That is an issue. And can his ego say, I can't do it anymore? I'm going to give the ball to the back 24 times a game.
His body's going to say that. Go ahead, Bogard.
Real quick for reference, he's going between ECR. He's between Miles Sanders and Austin Eckler.
Exactly,
J.K. Dobbins is above him. I don't agree with that.
Neither do I. Yeah,
I'll take him.
Shout out the Gus Bus. Hell yeah.
Right.
Go ahead, Bogard.
Here's the thing, man. Like I said, man, the volume alone is what's gonna propel him. You know what I mean? But draft him out of the ceiling. There's other guys that I think that I would draft there that have, like, for example, if we're drafting him and we expect him to be an RB1, right? Say he goes absolutely bananas, coconuts even, right? Then he's a top 8 pick in 2022. You know what I mean? There's other guys I'm taking a chance on in the second round that project to be, in that conversation the following year, like a Cam Akers or a Gibson, guys like that. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, it would come as far as the sophomore running backs. I would think, man, I might start thinking about it. Like, maybe I might even put Devontae Smith over Harris because Devontae Smith is in a similar situation. He's going to pile up a bunch of receptions, and he's with Anthony Lynn, who always produces a top 5 guy in PPR. You know what I mean? At the running back position. So do the Steelers, though, historically. You got to put faith in that line somehow. I mean, hopefully out with the old and in with the new lineman, and you know what I mean? And because it is set up good for him. You have all these weapons to take the top off. All these weapons, bro. He shouldn't see stacked boxes at all. He's going to see 6-man fronts regularly.
I'm putting in faith, Bogard, and you can't stop me.
Well, you know what? I won't stop you.
I know. Just like I couldn't stop you last year with CEH.
Yeah, I told you. I said, listen, I know what you're doing here, but listen, we're doing this thing. I was like,
take it.
I was sitting at 10. I was sitting at 10 overall. And we had mapped out everyone in the league. We knew what everyone was finna do. And it was either Devontae Adams or CEH. I was like, those are going to be my options when I get there. I got there and I couldn't get off. I won so many championships with Kansas City Chief running backs just over the years, bro. From Jamal Charles to Kareem Hunt.
Spencer Ware.
Spencer Ware, bro.
Charkandrick West.
Shout out Charkandrick West.
I was like, this was business as usual. You know what I mean? I'm like, the Fresh Prince of LA.
Niall Davis.
I was so pissed.
Oh, shit. Bro.
I was so pissed, right?
Yeah,
check this out. So
I got to hop out, Rob.
Hey, already, bro.
Hey, SportsMe ambassador, man.
Yeah, check me out on SportsMe, guys. Download that app.
Check him out on his podcast. He's almost at 1K.
That's
on
true.
YouTube.
Yeah, I got a podcast.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Right there.
Subscribe. Do it. It's going to be super cool.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Alrighty, bro.
Peace
out, man.
Hey, I gotta say though, that whole week, that whole draft week, right? So I'm watching fucking NFL Live. Louis Riddick pops up on Louis Riddick pops up on the screen. He's like, I wouldn't be surprised, in your fantasy drafts, 111, 110, guys start taking CH. I tell Bogart this. I'm like, man, you check this shit out that Louis Riddick said. Need to remind you after Louis Riddick
I
said
didn't check
this.
nothing out you sent me, to be honest, because for a month I was.
I didn't see. I called you. I called you.
When you called me, I thought that was the universe telling me.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to get into.
Fuck that.
Man, I fucking talking.
I'm doing it.
Shit.
I'm doing it.
All right. So I hop on the phone and I'm like, yo, like you see this fucking dumb shit that Louis Riddick said. Mind y'all, I've already been trolling Louis Riddick for like not necessarily trolling, but like just talking shit. The way that y'all see me talk shit on Twitter every day, I'm just talking shit at Louis Riddick because I'm like, you're dumb for the state. Hell no. No. Louis does not. He does not respond, does not reply to me whatsoever for like 2 weeks while I'm just at his throat. I call Bogart and I tell him about this. And like Bogart's like, he's like, all right, plays it super smart. Bogart did.
Thank you.
And I think it was at the 110, snatched up CH. I fucking tweet out to Louis Riddick, man. Louis Riddick, you're probably the happiest dude right now. My co-host, we were doing NFL AM. I was like, we're getting ready to do NFL AM. I was like, my co-host just snatched up CH in the first round, like you said. This is the first goddamn tweet that this motherfucker liked in 2 weeks of me just poking at Louis. I was pissed.
You're welcome.
And it's the only tweet he's ever liked of me since. And that's what I was saying.
You're welcome.
I was like, you usually you tell the story wrong. I was like, you are unmuted, bro.
Oh, yeah, just listen. Check this out. You're telling the story wrong. Because you're missing a part. It was the part where you were like, don't fucking do it. And I said, listen.
Yeah, I said, don't do it.
I'm doing it. I said like this. I said, tell me, Devontae Adams or CH? You're like, Devontae Adams. And I'm like, you told me. I'm still doing it. And I was like, there's nothing that's gonna stop me. I'm winning championships with Chiefs running backs. This is what I do. And then, bro, like that's why people trolled me so crazy last year when the Le'Veon Bell signing. Oh shit, what happened to the Fresh Prince, bro? And I'm like, listen, RB9 right now. And then I was like telling everyone's selling right now. I was like, it's going to take at least 2 weeks for him to get acclimated to this Chiefs offense. And he went crazy for 2 weeks after that. CEH, and I was like, sell him now. And then there was a big part of me that was still chilling, like, because I had him everywhere. You know what I mean? It's a big part of me that was still like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to him. Fuck that. Le'Veon Bell ain't going to fuck up shit. And then at the end of the day, it was Darrell Williams that was really just eating everything up. Like, it was a 3-man show, and he was getting the most. It was like, couldn't start none of them.
Yeah, but that's how the beginning started.
But this is a different story. It's a different story with the homie Harris though, bro, because nobody's taken from him. This is what Coach T, Mike Tomlin. This is what he does historically. They got their guys, so they don't have to fool with it's the hometown kid, man. Shout out to James Conner. That was a cool story, man. And stay healthy.
Oh,
man.
God, dude. I love James Conner, dude. Like, I have relatives that, like, went to high school with him or whatever, because he's from the same place that my parents are from or whatever. So it's just, like, I absolutely, like, adore the hell out of him. And, like, it's really sad to see him go, but I'm really glad that he got another opportunity in Arizona. I really hope he does well. James Conner, if you're watching, big ups. And also, the moral of this story, Najee Harris, RB1, go Steelers. Ah!
There we go. Let's go ahead and get into the next topic. This is going to be a rankum topic. All right. Matthew Stafford began trending today on Twitter. Oh wow, we can tell. Matthew Stafford began trending today on Twitter due to PFF, Pro Football Focus, asking followers to rank the following 4 quarterbacks. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
The controversial part, really quick, for some context behind this and why I ended up on the show sheet, is because of where followers are ranking Stafford. So the 4 quarterbacks are obviously Matthew Stafford,
right?
Matt Ryan, Matt that can create a law firm, Josh Allen, and Dakota Prescott.
God damn it.
How are we ranking? So what's the parameters
This is
of
not
fantasy?
really,
not fantasy, reality? My bad, I didn't read that show sheet. I literally got home like 5 minutes.
I know
Okay,
this.
let's go.
I see this. Yeah. So you are basing them not on fantasy. You are basing them on career. This is
Okay.
pure NFL at the given moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
You are
yeah.
not going off of Hall of
Skills.
Fame status or anything like
Nah,
that.
we're just
You
going
are going
skills.
If we're not projecting
Right.
forward either. We're just talking in this
No.
moment.
In this fucking moment, you have
Okay.
as a 5'7", 2021 to rank them.
With the teams that they with.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I can
I'm just
pretend
saying,
Josh
like,
Allen's on the Dolphins. They ain't gonna have it.
Exactly. Yeah. Bogart. You have to go
Okay.
forward. Start, and you have to start with number one. You have to have this in order. You cannot say no.
Start
particular
with number
order.
one.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Real quick, who do we got here? We got Stafford, Allen. Who else?
Matt
Stafford.
Ryan.
And Prescott.
Prescott. Okay.
Stafford, Ryan, Allen, Prescott. Okay.
All right, I'm going. As it stands, bro, I'm going to go Allen, Prescott, Stafford, Ryan.
Okay, you went Allen, Prescott, Stafford, Ryan. All right. Go ahead.
Ryan's with, Stafford's with Sean McVay right now. Like, it's going to be crazy.
Go ahead, Jay.
If I'm taking their careers and how they're going to play right now, I might have to switch Stafford out for Ryan. I know Ryan puts up stats, and I know he's a fit, and I know he puts up.
Give me your
numbers.
list. Give me your list, top to bottom. I need your list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Allen, Prescott, Ryan, and then Stafford.
Herms.
Okay, so I would go Prescott 1. Then I would
spicy.
Then I would go Stafford.
Because you're a Washington football guy.
Wait, no, let him do what he's got to do. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, he's a Steeler.
But he likes to watch
I'm
it as
repping
well.
I'm repping the
Yeah.
DMV, man. I'm from the area. That's my NFC team. I fuck with that. So yeah, I would go Prescott, Stafford, and then this is gonna sound bad, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Ryan and then Allen would be my 4 because here's the thing, man. It was a massive leap forward that he took last year. It was absolutely tremendous. Yes, Stephon Diggs helped unlock the offense, but I want to see it one more time. You know, I want to see it one more time.
One more time.
I like it. Way to spice it up. Yo, yeah, I see you already jamming and fucking some Daft Punk. There we go. Davis Ping, let's go.
All right. Right off the bat, I'm gonna go Stafford. Then I'm gonna go probably Prescott.
I like
followed by Allen, then Ryan, because we've seen them lose a ton already.
Can I ask you a question? Are you doing it like pure passer? Because when I was thinking, I was like, you know, whose arm I like the best out of all of them is Stafford. He's seasoned. We've seen him have to use that arm several times because he played from behind so much.
But now he has an upgraded talent.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like he's going to be one of the more efficient quarterbacks this year. I don't think he's going to be so much viable in fantasy, but in reality, they're going to win a ton of games.
Oh, he'll be great for fantasy too. I mean, dear God, holy shit!
I don't know.
Out of those 4, I have my last actually in fantasy.
Him in general, right? Like him specifically, Stafford. Yeah. I think he's a great streamer. Like I think actually,
but this is in fantasy. We're talking,
fantasy.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying, like, the reason why I was asking, because like I like what Josh Allen showed last year. That's why I had him won. Like his accuracy went to the roof.
Okay, so let me just so I can make sure that the chat so I can make sure our audience is with us.
Yeah.
This topic is not a fantasy, but we are just ranking them purely NFL status.
Actual hand egg.
Yeah. In their current career with their current team. Jorge, go ahead. Your list, brother.
So I go Allen 1 because I just loved what I saw with him last year. I go Stafford 2, not just because I'm a Ram fan and an LA boy. Prescott, I would normally put 2, but that injury was just really scary, and I have a feeling he's going to spend a part of this season just kind of getting back psychologically.
He's going to live out the shotgun, bro.
Welcome,
all
Craig.
day. He's in shotgun.
What up, Craig?
What up,
and
Craig?
then I put Ryan 4, and it pains me to do that because I think he's going to be really good with those weapons.
Oh yeah.
But Stafford with McVay, I think Bogart Scott, you mentioned that. Yeah. Go stepping up to the big leagues with McVay. I think he's going to find some ways to really get him,
Bless you.
light up LA. Bless you.
I got one tidbit for that. For why I
salute.
agree.
There we go.
Salute.
There we go.
I think
3 years of Spanish right there.
I think
Boom.
Stafford led the league for like 3 years straight or something, like with most comeback wins. And I think that's what we're all seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Andrew Luck were always the guys dueling.
Hey,
out
really
for
quick before we
that
get into
category.
Sam's, hey, shout out Taco up in the chat. Shout out Real Deal.
Big up Taco.
Yeah,
we
the
Shout out
fun.
to LQ.
LQ is my boy.
Q.
Yeah, we all just said what up, Craig. Sam,
up,
go ahead
Craig?
and get into your take, brother. Go ahead and rank these guys. Stafford, Ryan, Allen, Prescott, based off of NFL status right now.
I can't believe you guys are sleeping on how good Matt Ryan still is.
I
And
mean,
has been.
I'm not sleeping.
But the other 3 guys, they're all still really good.
What
Like,
is-
it hurts me
I still
too.
never
You're-
gave
you're
my
gonna-
take.
Wait,
I still
what
never
was
gave
my
my
take?
take.
What's my
I still
take?
never gave my take, so you don't even know what I'm about to say. You switched Ryan from fourth to third, Jake.
I think Stafford's the best guy out of these 4 for pure NFL talent. Ryan's right behind him. Allen's at 3, and Dak is.
He's
at
the only
4.
one that's been to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Wait,
and what is
so you
Dak?
went
What is
Ryan
Dak
or
NFL
doing?
history, man.
I
So
went,
wait,
I
you
went
went Ryan
Stafford.
one?
No, I went Stafford 1,
Stafford
Ryan
1,
2,
Ryan 2.
Allen 3, and Dak 4. And,
Okay,
and that's not
wow.
even my sheer very very distasteful Cowboys feeling, because I do very much dislike the Cowboys more than anything else in sports.
Go
It's all
ahead.
And if
good.
I recall, I don't
I'll
think
say
any of us have the
fuck the
same order,
Cowboys.
which is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of us have the
So-
same order. This is why I brought this up because this is why Stafford started trending because
Yeah,
Twitter was pissed that people were moving Stafford around.
yeah, and Dak is just Dak is okay. He's a great fantasy aspect because the Cowboys have the worst defense in the NFL, arguably, and he throws a ton because he just throws the ball, but he's got 3 stud receivers to play with there, and he has Zeke, and he had the best O-line in the league a couple, for the last few years. So, but Dak isn't a great passer.
That O-line's really old now, though.
Yeah, and they're old, and that Dak is not a great passer. He doesn't have great arm strength. He doesn't have any of the elite measurables that all these guys had. He was a 4th round pick for a reason.
I'm loving the chat dropping their rankings as well.
I'm just gonna.
Here,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
go ahead, Jordan.
I'm just.
Or Davis. What do you want to?
I was just gonna say the last thing though is like you may argue all that stuff, but the Falcons still finished 4-12 with good weapons.
But that's last year. We're looking.
Yeah,
at
but their defense is atrocious.
We're looking
Their
at
defense
things
is
now.
atrocious.
We're looking at things
I know.
now too, though. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan.
So for me, it's Stafford, Dak, Josh Allen, and Matt Ryan. And the reason that we're going to look at now, and that's a big thing everybody's talking about, Matt Ryan in his first year with a new OC has been awful every single time.
I was going to say
He's never had a
It's year number 2.
statistical. It's the first year with Arthur Smith.
Year
And
number 2.
we've
is the one
seen
where you want
what
him.
like Kyle Shanahan did to Matt Ryan in his career.
Year 2.
And I think Matt Stafford with Shanahan or McVay will have that same effect because the Rams offense is just, it's lethal. I know they kind of blew this past draft with Tutu Atwell, but Matt Stafford has been the best, one of the best arm
Legendary.
talents. And watching Mahomes get Andy Reid and what like these Michael Vick and Andy Reid and some of these guys get that premier OC. It's unbelievable. Like I'm excited to see Matt Stafford play with the Rams.
Interesting.
Okay.
You know what I worry? You know what I worry about the most, bro?
What's up? What's
No,
up?
with Atlanta, bro, it's just man, it's Arthur Smith, man. Like I know it was a different offense personnel wise when he was with Tennessee. You know what I mean? But like, because they had Derrick Henry, they're gonna run the ball a ton. I'm curious to see what
It's
their
a different
identity,
personnel, yeah.
what their identity is gonna be. Because they didn't draft no big dog running back. They got
No,
Mike
it
Davis,
might-
who's a better pass catcher too. So Matt Ryan might be that guy in fantasy. Side note, but then I'm wondering if the slower pace of game that they had with Tennessee will carry over because that was like Tannehill never had what 490 pass attempts like at most but they were running the ball. That's what I'm saying. So there's a caveat there. You know what I mean? They might because you gotta remember Matt Ryan, he throws the ball like 620 times a year, bro. That's like his average. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering
So the way I'm gonna go ahead and rank mine right before we get into halftime, just so you guys know, coming up on the second half of the show, it's gonna get real spicy. Could Aaron Rodgers and The Last Dance find out more about that in the second half? Villanueva and TikTok having beef, and many more topics to come. We're gonna be talking up that Jake Paul Floyd Mayweather beef that happened over the week. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and rank mine really quick, and then we're gonna get into halftime. I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm still riding off the wave from Tuesday. I'm gonna put Ryan up there. I get what everyone said about Arthur Smith, and I respect that. That's cool. That's awesome. But I like that they're gonna have Hayden Hurst, Kyle Pitts, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and then the young guys at receiver out there can still come up. So if anything happens to the other receivers, so I still like that. I am then gonna go Stafford. Josh Allen, you gotta your big feat right now is beat Kansas City. But you do that, bro, you can easily jump any of these guys in terms of your career. That can really just catalyze you to the top of the list. But at this given day, May 7th, 2021, I'm going to put you third. Dakota, let's see how you bounce back off that injury. I have to put you fourth because of that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and now get into halftime. We are going to get,
if I may, very quickly, just about one Dak Prescott. He is a very strong individual, and he's a very strong individual because he is open and honest about his mental health issues. Mental health awareness, very important. You are watching a show right now with the person talking, type 2 bipolar disorder, open about it, honest about it. You're never alone. You got Dak to look up to. You got me to talk to. You got all these people. You're out here. You're not alone. If you got a problem, speak up. Much love. Rumboyz.
Hell yeah. No, I couldn't have said that better myself, and many of us are always here for you guys.
Y'all gonna make me like Dak Prescott.
I call him Daiquiri.
Many of us are also here for you guys
Dakota.
And many of us are here for you guys on social media. So make sure you guys, if you are dealing with something, this is your escape. This is your time away. With that being said, we are going to give you some time away. I'm going to go ahead. I haven't played this music video in a hot minute. We're going to bring this one to Colorado Springs. My homie is actually from Colorado Springs to LA. He's from LA, but now lives out here in Colorado Springs. My homie Rich Dre with the Rawsome. Let's go.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey, baby, I like it raw.
That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. My flow's atrocious, I hope you know this like hocus hocus. I make them put their hands up, nigga roller coaster. I stand over looking down on them like coffee does the coasters. I do the most, but most of you niggas don't even know what most is. So hold your noses when you step into me. I'm like Moses, I'll part ways and leave you dead in the sea. I'm definitely preaching to the death of them seas. It's Black P and Richard Ray, hip-hop's epic relief. And y'all thought y'all had it, I'm robbing them like Aladdin. No genie wishing, no magic. I've learned the hard way through traffic, ducking and dodging. I'm mighty morphin' to God and get hotty, even my eyes. Man, somebody tell me to stop. I didn't know love until I bumped Cool J. I was at my grandma's house aiming, making Kool-Aid to jam the Bobby Boucher. Like Cube say it's a new day, so I'ma roll a blunt, a J, whatever. Yo, what Snoop say? He said he want that raw shit. I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, In the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This that raw shit, uppercut to your jaw shit. Gun so big, make a motherfucking car flip. Aw shit. I ain't even trying to pop a trigger. I'm wound up, I guess it's time to clock a nigga. Most of the time, these lyrics over your head. I look up to myself like there's mirrors over my bed. I'm over the edge, apocalypto with the crypto. Your girl giving head for Bitcoin, it's lit, bro. ODB, a BKG, baby, I like it raw. No STD, I'm so MPC, not MP3. I love vinyl, love tapes, fuck MTV. Let me be. I studied under the greats, you a carbon copy. You studied under the fakes, I'm running with apes. Gorillas in the mist, me and Ray got trees, banana clips, you hit back. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome. That raw shit, I'ma hit him with that raw shit. Real hip hop, one hit'll leave you nauseous. That raw shit, in the middle of a mosh pit, never saying aw shit, screaming. This is awesome.
Hey baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Hey baby, I like it raw.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife...
Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight. It's so hard. I try every fucking week and I can't do it. Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight. Yeah, shit, man.
Monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife fight, monkey knife. It really is hard.
Yeah, monkey knife fight, 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 monkey knife fight. Just like you gotta. You
gotta channel your inner Busta Rhymes. It's monkey knife fight, 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 monkey knife fight.
Yeah, fucking shut up, Busta Rhymes. Woo-ha! Got you all in check.
I
got that head nonsense that make you take your neck. Woo-ha!
Hey, cheers to me, cheers to you, all of our.
You know we come through and wreck the discotheque.
Dilly.
Busta Rhymes up in the play.
Busta Rhymes, give me money.
All right, y'all ready to do this?
Let's do it.
We got some shit to talk.
Before we start, though, really quick, just wanted to say that Busta Rhymes is the only one to ever fight Michael Myers and get away with it. So, props.
Yeah.
That's facts. You know, he's got that on his resume. It's pretty impressive.
Bro, I actually hired him for a hitman job recently. because I was like, listen, man, he killed the dead man.
Yo, shout out to Sean
Yeah.
for checking us out on Twitch, yo.
I have a hit on the Undertaker. Actually, I'm gonna see if Busta Rhymes.
Yo, for those that don't know, we are live like legitimately everywhere, like Twitter, Twitch.
Oh shit! I shouldn't be talking about my dealings then.
Facebook, fucking, we are like out there, like.
My mother might see this.
Bro, we're from our fucking.
I was gonna. This is gonna sound wrong. I was gonna be like, shout out Herm's mom. I was about to shout out.
Shout out to Mama Herm. Name redacted. What's up? Hell yeah! If you're seeing this, I love you.
Yeah.
Let's get into the next topic.
Herms loves his mother.
Great job on all you guys' rankings. Time for us to have a little bit of fun though. Aaron Rodgers recently compared GM Brian Gutekunst, okay, I think that's how you say his name for real.
Gutekunst, whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
I like your version better.
Words are hard.
To Chicago Bears 90s GM Jerry Krause, which we all remember from the NBA documentary, the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance.
So good, dude.
Yeah, so this is fairly recent comparisons to be said. How do you guys take Rodgers' recent comments and actions of leaking the group chat and just things of that nature? We start with Bogart.
You know what's funny is like he compared him to what's the dude from Chicago?
Jerry Krause, the worst GM in fucking history.
He compared him to Krause, right? But here's the thing: like Krause actually built a phenomenal team, right?
Ooh.
For Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Rodgers been doing it by himself. Shout out to Sagittarius rule, first of all, right? And like, giant eyeballs, Aaron Rodgers himself, bro. You know what I mean? He's seen this coming from a mile away, bro. You seen his eyeballs, bro?
Oh my
Big
God,
as fuck, bro. He's seen that shit coming from a long, long while. And I think what he's doing right now is just trying to fuck them. I'm a Sagittarius myself. That's why I had to point that out, bro. We be spiteful, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take you to several NFC championships, even to a Super Bowl, and they just gonna never give him weapons that he wants. They gonna never give him fucking a solid defense, bro. He was so upset. He went to sleep supposedly under the pretenses he was gonna wake up the morning of the draft to news that he was traded to the Niners. I would have loved that being a Niner.
Rodgers calling Gutekunst like Krause is a joke. Krause did amazing at the start. It just fell apart after Jordan due to poor moves. Gutekunst hasn't done crap. Go ahead, Jake. Hey, Craig, good comment in the chat.
Shout out Craig with the K. Hell yeah.
So overall, my take on this is Rodgers can say they didn't draft him talent, but he had players that were good when they drafted them and left. Or they re-signed and were solid as well and stuck around.
The GM wouldn't keep him. He wouldn't keep certain players.
Go ahead, Jake.
Well,
he was mad they let Jordy.
We always talk about that. And in the end of it all, if you draft a defense, you have a defense that has been a dope break. You should do better. And Rodgers did underachieve, I think, with what he had. That being said, he did this the right way if he wants to get out. He did not sign long term. He can do what he wants in the next year. These players that argue that I want to go somewhere else and win, and after signing a deal 5 months or 2 years after a deal when there's 3 years left, they have no right to argue or complain. They signed that deal. Rodgers can leave after this year. Right?
Herms.
So, I mean, taking it back to what was said in the comment, I mean, like, in order to be compared to Jerry Krause, you actually have to build something first, which this motherfucker had not really. So, I mean, like, it's kind of erroneous in terms of if we're going to compare one.
Erroneous.
Yeah, you know what? I went to college. I know.
Words.
Look at that.
Words don't defeat you.
My vocab is strong, even though I never fucking use it. But, shit. Yeah, so that dude.
You said erroneous right now.
Go ahead, Herms.
100%. Yeah, man. I never speak erroneous junk because I am not a felonious punk out here in these streets talking that junk. Oh, my bars. Shit.
Bars.
Anyway, so, but yeah, in order for this motherfucker to get compared to Krause, he has to fucking do some shit first. So it's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Okay,
jabronious punk.
I may or may not have, but
that was hard.
Either way. The point is, And honestly, and I swear to God, this is the real takeaway here. Who the fuck violated the rules of a fucking group chat? The number one thing you gotta do in a fucking group chat is make sure that shit stays in the fucking group chat. Because here's my thing: if Rodgers fucking leaked the group chat himself, then that's one thing. He's making power moves, doing that shit, shake and bake, baby. But if somebody else, just like, dude, if you're gonna be in a group chat, it's implied trust within the group to be able to be like, whatever shit.
You keep that in a group chat. I like
exactly. It's just like Vegas, baby. You know what I mean? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So just like, I'm just mad at whoever the fuck was like, hey, let's tell everybody about what we're talking about in the group chat, so that way Eric and Rodgers can make things spicy for everybody. Like, nah, motherfucker, this is a group chat. I mean, Jesus Christ, you should be able to speak your feels in a group chat. If you don't feel safe in a group chat, then get the fuck out of the group chat. I'm just fucking mad. I feel bad for him. The shit that he said in confidence was leaked out. Unless it was him fucking doing it, then like, man, there's some fucking moles up in that bitch. Oh my lord. Also,
way to keep it chill. Way to keep it chill.
Because like I know that we're trying to talk about the sports takes and whatever, but I mean, like, fuck, dude, if you can't trust a group chat with some homies, then who the fuck can you trust, dude? Like that shit hurt my feelings, and I'm not even involved.
Screenshot that, bitch, bro.
Think about this. Schefter reported this with an unnamed source with screenshots. Do you think the GM leaked this? It was probably Rodgers' team. I'm just saying that's probably what happened, right? I don't think the organization would leak something like this.
I'm gonna die, man.
Go ahead, Davis. Go ahead, Davis.
I am just flabbergasted that they let this happen.
Herms is right, man. 100%, dude. I didn't even think about that. I agree. I just fucking straight up agree. Fuck, everything's done, guys. That's where it ends, right? No. Aaron Rodgers is kind of an interesting cat, you know, when it comes to this. When he said this, I just kept thinking, this motherfucker thinks he's Jordan. Like, fuck. That's all I kept thinking about. Like, he compared himself to Jordan, basically. I don't know. Indirectly, right? Like, indirectly. But then,
indirectly. Yeah, you're right. You're very, very right.
And he's just probably sitting there like, this guy, you know, all he cares about is the bigness in the organization. You know what? I'll say this shit. 4 years ago, we were crying about Green Bay not having a defense, you know? Like, so at least they're trying something. I remember for like 3 years straight, we kept saying, get Green Bay a defense. Their defense is shit. Now they're doing it. Now they're overdoing it. I'll agree. But I don't think you can win with Aaron Rodgers in this case, man. Like, he's just going to do what he's going to do.
He's going to do what he wants.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Jorge.
Well, I remember the Last Dance when the original airing back in the late 90s. And, you know, from LA, you can hear the crap that was coming out of Chicago, and you knew it was bad. Now, here's one thing. Jerry Krause is in the Hall of Fame. You know why? Because he got lucky and picked Michael Jordan number 3 in 1984. So because the Portland Trailblazers passed on Sam Bowie. To me, I don't think I want to see the players have more.
Bring him back.
We lost him.
Did freeze?
Let's get him back. Hold on.
That's that LA
a seat. Because you know what? The thing
he
is
was about to expose something.
He is your CEO. He is the guy who's right next to the. He's the guy who's.
At least pull the freeze frame off, Robbie. Please, he does not need that. Someone's gonna screenshot that.
So I want to see him.
There he is.
Go ahead, run that thing back. Yeah, you was kind of froze for a sec.
Yeah, you froze for a little bit.
Yeah, they're on to us, bro. The D's.
Did I freeze?
The feds are on us.
So you were saying Jerry Krause, like we could hear from LA.
Well, what I wanted to say was he's a guy. He's one of the guys. There's probably about a half dozen.
I'm telling you, he's trying to tell us this information that's vital, and they don't want us to know it.
No.
It's vital.
Oh.
No,
oh my God. Okay, am I okay now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Right, let's
run
it back.
Am I okay now?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh man. Yeah, the ghost of Jerry. Thank you, Craig. The ghost of Jerry Krause doesn't like me apparently. Rodgers is one of those guys. He's up there with Brady. He's up there. He's up with them with Mahomes. Breeze had a seat at the table with
Mahomes is up there with him. Come on.
Well, he's a guy. Those are the guys that need. Yeah, right. You're right. Mahomes is up there with him, but those guys get consultation from the coaching staff and from management when it comes to. And for some reason, Green Bay is going old school. This is not that world anymore. Your superstars need to have a voice when it comes to personnel, when it comes to management, everything, because he is your. I'll tell you this. Brian Gutekunst isn't going to be winning games in the fourth quarter.
That's how you pronounce it.
Brian Gutekunst.
Yo, I fucked that all up. I fucked
so that. I want to see. Yeah, we talked about this on our podcast a couple days ago, and it was just like, no, he needs to actually be. Rodgers needs to get listened to, and when it comes to personnel, when it comes to everything, maybe he's been a good soldier for a long time, and he needs to have gotten a phone call when Jordan Love was getting drafted.
Pull the Michael B. Jordan right now, bruh.
Michael
B. Hey, bro, without remorse, that shit went.
He waited and did not sign, knowing this would happen to him. He was the guy that replaced Favre. He knew this was going to happen eventually, and he's like, "Nope, I'm going to hold you hostage."
Green Bay's always been weird like that, though. Like they've always done these weird, like Wisconsin team moves.
About Rodgers?
Yeah,
I'm with Perms. I can't believe this shit got out of the group chat. You don't leave the group chat.
I mean, come on.
You adhere to the group chat, and you know Jerry Krause kind of ripped that team apart. Gutekunst hasn't done shit yet. You know, he doesn't deserve to be leading this team. You don't find MVP QBs, Hall of Fame guys like Rodgers on trees anymore. It just doesn't happen. You know, the reports that say either, you know, Rodgers wants them to either fire Gutekunst or let him go. You fire the GM. They're a dime a dozen.
You can find, and these days you can find one on Twitter.
I could be a GM.
In the words of Taking Back Sunday, fucking boys like you are a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? Like, you can find that shit. Like,
I could be a GM.
Oh, yeah. If you got Rodgers at your disposal, fuck it. I could fucking do it, and I'm an idiot. I mean, like, you're God. Like, I mean, come on.
Robbie, J-Love would do a better job than Gutekunst at GM.
That is true.
Shout out to J-Love. J-Love with that prospect analysis.
Shout out my boy J-Love.
Absolutely.
Fucking love that dude. Follow that motherfucker if you don't already. Seriously. Holy shit. Because, like, what is it? At Rumboyz J-Love? Like, dude, follow that.
The real Benjamin
if you literally type Rumboyz, all of us pull up. Like, at this point, if you have us in our bio, like if you're part of the company, you have us in your bio, or either you have it in your it'll pull up right away.
Yeah. Follow J-Love. That motherfucker's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Jordan.
Not Jordan Love, the backup quarterback for Green Bay, by the way.
Yeah, you type Rumboyz, it'll pop up. His username will pop up.
He's starting quarterback.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Hopefully.
So the Rodgers thing with the group chat, I'm just wondering, like, if he encouraged that leak, because like he wants out. He doesn't want to be there no more.
What up, Blake? What up, Blake?
Yeah, but I mean, even if it's not him, I could totally see anybody else. Rodgers is, from everybody in like real life, you know, take it outside of football. Like, he doesn't talk to his mom. His entire family hates him. Like, this dude is not very well liked from an outside perspective for whatever reasons. I'm not in the family. I don't understand it. We can't.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah. So I'm not the whole take on the Packers GM. It kind of sucks because that dude's in a situation where, like, I mean, he got the job, he got promoted within, and he may not deserve to be in control of Aaron Rodgers, but like Aaron Rodgers is probably at the point in his career where he's like, screw the GM. Like, it doesn't matter who's his GM. He might be looking at. Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm Aaron Rodgers, and he's like,
I am Wisconsin.
Jeopardy, motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I think
it's like,
and he can go do that.
Quarterback that's shitting on GM. Who is Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, it's one of those things that,
points.
like, I think the situation that I hope, just for the side take that he goes to, is Denver. especially with LA to be ahead of him because LA can look at him and be
cool,
like,
dude.
"We got the same, we got rings." Like he's not going to go overstep LA as much as he has with this Packers team, and I don't know that whole situation.
He went
is
to the
hilarious.
Packers, bro. Jared Judy, bro.
Oh, Denver.
Although, hey, Rodgers, if you're looking to make a move, you know, and if the Packers want to make the salary swap work, you know what I mean? If you want to take on Big Ben, you know, come roll out with, you know, but
God.
come to Pittsburgh. Hey, Ron, fucking let's do it. Let's fucking run this shit, bro.
He's
I'm
kind
here
of
for
like
it.
a guy, even though he's from the Bay, bro. Like he's like
They can't
Rodgers
afford
is from
Rodgers
the Bay.
rings.
Oh, I know.
No, yeah, I mean,
it's wishful thinking. It's completely impossible, but I just
Well,
want
you know
it.
who wouldn't
You know?
allow What I'll say is, what I'll say is, and I'm gonna probably be within the same breath as everyone, but maybe a little bit different for you to compare Gutekunst to Jerry Croucher, giving that man a little bit too much motherfucking credit.
Yes.
But with that being said, and with that being stated, I'm not too pissed off at that you indirectly compare yourself to Jordan, although you're more like Isaiah Thomas. Well, no, Isaiah Thomas had Dennis Rodman. Well, okay, no, you have Devontae Adams. Honestly, Aaron Rodgers is acting a lot like Isaiah Thomas right now. A little dick. And you can rephrase that into whatever you want to. But I mean, we see it till this day. You know, Isaiah still complains and bitches about, you know, well, Jordan this and Jordan that, and I should have had these opportunities. Like, didn't Isaiah just say some stupid shit like 2 weeks ago? They're really realistically the same person, but I mean,
Should have made the dream team though. That shit was a little ridiculous.
I mean, Jordan says no. Jordan says no.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, like when you're Michael, like you're Michael. Like when you're Tom Brady, you're Tom Brady. Like I wouldn't be surprised
when
if
you're
Tom Brady,
Herms, you're Herms. You know.
Yeah, like
in Herms terms.
Hey, if football was an Olympic sport and like Tom Brady was a captain, he could pick like, you know, whatever. Like he was like, yeah, Rodgers isn't my backup, but I'll take, you know, these extra guys, you know, that are also great. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I could see that some petty shit like that happening if we had a dream team scenario for football. So I mean, when I compare the two, when I put them side by side, Rodgers, you need to stop it, Bob. You're more like Isaiah than you are Michael. Brady's Michael. Stop it.
The Michael line. Stop it.
And I took that personal. Me every morning that I wake up and someone is like, Rumboyz this, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see. That's that mama mentality.
Hey, one thing, Jordan, you mentioned his family hates him. One thing, and this is having been around pro athletes for a while, and I don't fault them at all. There is a level of selfishness that they need to reach to be great. They gotta shut crap out of their lives and take it out. Yeah, it's just like I saw it firsthand, and it was just like sometimes they were dicks, sometimes they were dicks to people in the front office, to me, to reporters, to even to teammates, but not often to teammates because there is that brotherhood. But no, but yeah, the things that they need to do, the things that they need to put in their bodies, they need to be so meticulous about everything. The level of selfishness has to go up, and that's why it's like, that's why I never want to see athletes dating like other famous people, because it's like it's not going to go well.
Yeah, and like honestly, and like even to your point about tying it back to. Oh shit! Sorry, but like even tying it back to The Last Dance or whatever, like going to what you were saying, like if there's one big takeaway from The Last Dance that we fucking saw is that like Jordan is kind of a sociopath. You know what I mean? Just like in terms of like the fucking mentality that he has to have in order to do this shit. Like he creates like fictional narratives inside of his own head just to even do some of this shit. You know what I mean? And like that's the reason he became the GOAT. You know what I mean? Is just because like I mean I prefer LeBron. You can at me on that, but at the same time, either way, like. It's just like, like you hear like throughout the fucking documentary the entire time, Michael Jordan is just talking about how it's just like He's making up these stories in his head to just drive him.
Brady did the same thing. Brady did the same thing. That's what I'm saying. So like Rodgers, you're more like
Brady does the same thing, but avocados, bro, are the key, man.
And let's be fair,
avocado tequila.
Not news, right?
It's the key to life.
And never resigned.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers is more Isaiah Thomas. Now that we've done said this on Rumboyz Fantasy Network, watch how many people are about to run with that analogy. What? Don't be
I'm not saying that.
It's gonna happen.
In the end, it's going to happen. Why did he have a big deal? Because he knew he was going to be.
Didn't Isaiah have beef with Jordan, Bogey? Does Isaiah still have beef with Jordan?
Hold on. Okay, so explain it to me.
Oh yeah,
explain it to me.
So Rodgers,
because the QB is kind of like the power. The QB is kind of like the power forward, right? In football. If you want to say that, right? Can we agree?
Was Isaiah or was Isaiah not the focal point of that Detroit Bad Boys Pistons team?
He was.
Yeah.
Is Rodgers or is Rodgers not the focal point of that Green Bay team?
Okay, there it is. You're right. Correct. 10 points.
Okay. Is Rodgers being salty right now and then trying to compare himself to Jordan? When it's like you're not Jordan. Brady is Jordan. You are more Isaiah Thomas.
Brady will say, I'm not Jordan either. He'll be like, I'm Brady, motherfucker.
Shut up, Mark Aguirre.
He'll be like,
we're using analogies. We're utilizing analogies, Bogart. We're keeping this within the context of the topic. Like, within the context of the topic, that's your explanation.
Okay. 10 points.
Yeah.
10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Robbie.
Alejandro Villanueva said, it's better for linemen to play for a run-first team like the Ravens. In quotes, I'm assuming it's not as much fun for receivers because they're not getting all the catches. They're making TikToks, and they're having fun on their social media. Thoughts on these comments?
Yo, let me go first.
We start with Jordan. Or we'll go. Well, Davis, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I had a whole thing for this, and I watched that whole interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right off the bat, he kind of just takes pot shots at the Steelers. So I don't think this was like towards anything in particular, but he was pop shotting the Steelers and their 55 dropbacks a game, their Big Ben throwing the ball like crazy, and and then he was talking about a chip on his shoulder. So, but here's the thing that I want to talk about specifically for Villanueva, which is different than almost every football player in the league.
He's a veteran.
He's a veteran, right? And as someone like myself, who's a former Marine for 5 years,
hey man, thank you, brother.
Shout out, thank you for your service, bro.
United States Air Force.
He has this kind of like a conservative mentality. Like, I don't think he meant to say it in the way, but I think he was kind of like, yo, you guys are young, let's focus on this team. And then he sees like a dude like Chase Claypool like posting about how great he is, and then he's dropping passes and shit,
I bet you he checked the fuck out of him in the locker room. I bet you he did.
For sure. Different. Veteran to veteran, Davis. Hold on. Veteran to veteran, Davis. Now, like, me and you will just kind of hash this one out really quick, and then I'll go to everyone else.
Yeah.
Veteran to veteran, bruh.
He was an Army captain to top it off, though. Like, that's just the kind of mentality
Ranger shit.
I understand that. I understand that. You are in a different world. That is not the world that you are in now. Step one. Step two. It is a different generation. You are old as shit compared to all the rest of them kids in the locker room. Have you not been on TikTok and looked at the young GIs that are doing their shit when you're older on TikTok?
You're trying to shit for free, bro. Like, this game is priceless, and we're telling them it for free. Hey, bro, stop doing all that fuck shit on that TikTok. But I need to get my follows, my engagements up. I'm saying though,
that's not that. No, that's not where I was. That's not even where I was going. But no, I was going there. And that's why that when you'll have your take, I'm gonna get into that one.
You're right.
Yeah,
we finish up after too, though.
Yeah. But no, I bring this up. I bring this up, D, because it's like you can't judge them on the same scale, even if you were still in officer or enlisted. If I'm still Staff Sergeant Robbie, I can't judge my troops, my airmen from 2009 if like if I were to go in back, back then, right now, like I'm not holding the same rules. We know that the regs have significantly changed. So I mean, he has to understand that, and he has to understand.
Does that mean regulations?
Yeah. And he has to. And he has
in my
to
line of business,
understand-
regs means like weak ass treat.
and he has to understand that could still possibly happen even in his Ravens locker room. Lamar Jackson is a young superstar, a young black superstar at that. Like, social media is kind of our shit right now because that's the only place that we can really be accepted and really express ourselves. I.e., look at me and like, oh shit, like I'm able to get something. I'm not gonna front.
Accepted is subjective.
I'm not gonna front. I get a lot of the opportunities that I get right now because there is a little bit of it that like because of my social media influence, I'm the pick me of the day. I get to be the pick me motherfucker of the day. Like. It happens. So I just feel like he has to understand that it's a different time period.
And I think the second portion to it too was in the context, he's like, hey man, I get shat on because I'm pass blocking, so I get punched in the chest all day. And he basically talks about like Myles Garrett just hitting him. Yeah. And then he basically says on the next stance, it's like, and this is where I don't think he says, but we don't understand this because we're not O-linemen. O-linemen don't get any love until they're run blocking. Because that's the only time they'll say, wow, look at that guy open that gap.
Roses, bro.
Oh my God. Like Villanueva opens that gap and Connor gets out. Like that's the only time. But when they're pass blocking, like no one looks at them. They just look at the QB and the catch. And that's it. So I think that's what he was mostly referencing to. And I think his biases slipped out a little bit.
No, but it was not a subtle sublime. That's why
he's an old man.
That's why I appreciate it. He was like, all they want to do is throw the ball over there. You know what that? So how about this? It said, all I want to do is throw the ball over there in parentheses, right? It was like, fuck you, Big Ben. That's what I heard.
All right, so
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Like, go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
Here's my take. But my overall opinion is, when you're an aging lineman, it's easy to run block because you step forward. As you age, you got to move backwards and laterally. Does not work as well. So this pass blocking game is not as easy, and you got to change it up a little bit. So
it's chemistry, bro.
It's a totally different thing for him, where he's like, I could still run block pretty well. If I step forward and push the guy, I can have a chance. I'm 34, 35. I can't do it anymore. So, it's a bias for him because he knows he can't really pass block anymore. It's a totally different part of the game that
isn't that ironic?
Does not happen. Yeah. And
isn't that ironic, though?
Is like,
they want it to be a passing league so bad.
Cannot happen. I cannot block that many times backing up, moving laterally against these crazy tackles or crazy DNs, right?
Passing league, bro.
Yeah,
so bad.
Dude, they all came back for one more year, and it looks bad because that line is like 35 years old and the quarterback's 40 or close to it. So they probably not should have come back if they thought, we're going to run more. Because Big Ben is not going to give up his throwing chances in his last year. They're going to throw the ball a lot because Big Ben wants to.
Let's go, Herms, and then Jorge.
I gotta go, Robbie. I'll talk to you later, buddy. See
you
guys.
Thanks for
having me.
Take care, Jordan.
Have a good show.
See you. Thanks.
Jordan.
Oh man! Shout out Jordan, hell of a dude.
Fam.
So I don't know if this was mentioned while I was draining the main vein or whatever. Yeah, shout out urine. Why did I say that? Anyway,
Urine, give me money.
Yeah, urine, give me. Yeah, I've reached that point of the night. I don't know. Fuck, whatever. Follow me on Twitter at Herms NFL. I don't know. Anyway, shit. So,
I've been drinking since 7. Where you been?
I'm chilling up in the villain, dude. But fuck. Oh yeah, okay. Here's my take. Yeah, like don't be throwing shade at Juju, man. Juju Smith-Schuster is so fucking nice, man. He's got a cute ass dog. All right, like man, like that dude, he's cool. All right, like I'll fuck with Juju. That's my boy, dude.
Sagittarius rule.
Like, dude, I'm just mad that because I mean, like Villanueva wouldn't have said shit. But he went as soon as he said TikToks, it was like, okay, I know who you're talking about. It's just like you were tight with that man at one point, dude. You let him take his fucking driver's license test in your fucking Jeep, my dude. Like, come on, don't be rude. Don't be fucking rude. You helped this motherfucker find his bike when it got stolen, my dude. Come on. Like, I get you're going to a rival team. You gotta get spicy, but like, come on.
Juju's
Mike Tomlin's son.
Villanueva turned
That's Bucky's
heel.
son, bro.
But it's just like, bro, like,
Come on, Mike Tomlin allowed that shit for a long
really
time.
quick. Every player, before we get into Jorge's take, really quick. Every player from James Harrison, a lot of these line guys, these front, in the trenches guys, from Harrison to Villanueva, they turn heel once they leave. Jorge.
Oh, that's so true. That's so true that guys do that. I think this is a kind of like that divide between offensive linemen and the skill players. They know that the offensive linemen, they need to do their job for the skilled players to shine. So it's one of those things. I think maybe there's just a little bit of that, that unspoken, maybe a little bit of jealousy coming through because the skill players get all the glory, and plus they're lunch pail kind of guys. Blue collar, they're gonna do everything.
Tired of not winning it all.
Yeah, and so I think it's just a little bit of that, and it's the fact that he's on his new team, and offensive lineman Jake, you mentioned a little bit.
Rival.
Yeah, that's gonna be
that's a huge part,
and that's a huge rivalry. That's the rivalry.
Hey, and there was a rivalry that wasn't in the same division last time with the reference I just mentioned with Harrison, where he became a Patriot, and knows in a lot of his interviews. So it becomes a thing with these rivalries. It seems like
it's also like intel. It's also like playing the game of chess of war. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I got your guy now. All right, listen, what do they like to do over there? What do they say about us, by the way? Like, you know what I mean?
Bogard. What do we do here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network? We play what?
Oh, blood. We play chess, not checkers.
Amen.
Let's let Jorge finish his take, by the way.
Oh no, just last thing. Oh, just the last thing. Just to make sure, just quick Spanish lesson. His last name is pronounced Villanueva.
Villanueva.
So
the two L's make a Y, bro.
Yeah, he is correct.
Está bien. It's all good.
Hold on, you see the look on my face where I was like, he's right. Like, oh my God.
All good, papi, all good.
Mi abuela is just like
I gotta say something.
The guys who call those games are literally downtown Pittsburgh bar crawlers. So give him a little pass.
Aaron Donald's thinking of two about.
Did Jay go yet? About the Browns?
Wait, what?
The Browns?
He's a Brown.
The Browns aren't even on the docket. What?
No. I'm saying he's a division
rival
of this topic.
I already said the order last week.
Okay, hold on. Let me give one more. Let me give one more little piece of ism. I got one more piece of ism for this one.
What?
All right. If I'm Coach T, right? First of all, Coach T gets Juju. Juju's a baby, bro. He's like 21 when he comes through, right?
19.
Dumbass young, right? So now, hold on. He allows his son, essentially, right? He allows his son to get down, shitting on these motherfuckers and on their logos, doing the thing. Then he got his other new adopted son, Claypool. He's filming them and shit. He's just letting it go down.
And he's doing the same thing on his TikTok
and then guess this what?
Another mental health awareness guy. Shout out. He does a lot of cool charitable stuff.
The shit was working. They're going out there. They're kicking ass and taking names and shit like that, right? But then the moment it didn't work, and then they kept continue to do. Oh, and no, was the shit though. Hold on, they pulled off. They won that game. Then the next one, oh, it should get close. Then he does it again, and now they're in Washington though. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, are you going to let him do it the next week? Right? Because then now it's like, bruh, it's the double entendre. It's the double-edged sword. You're pissed at the same time you're like taunting, you're making these motherfuckers get a chip on their shoulder like, oh, what? Dance on my shit? What? You know what I mean? You see when what happened when on the Ravens fucked them up. Who was it? Was it the Titans? Who someone fucked them up?
They got fucked up by pretty much everyone after that. But yeah. Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead, Sam. Drop your take.
I'm easy. I think Villanueva is kind
Oh,
of.
my bad. I thought I was last. That's why I went.
Oh good. Oh yeah. I think he's salty because again, the whole TikTok thing. They're out there playing around, and he's out there, trying to save a flailing line. Yeah, and that line was awful last year. He was doing his thing, and they weren't really getting any credit for it because that line was so bad the entire year that nobody could give the Steelers line credit. So
also, like low key, he was kind of bad. So I mean,
and he was also not good, and he's been good for so long that I think he kind of just felt that it was the end of the time for him. And I was kind of surprised that he went to the Ravens of all places, but I guess you do what you think you do what you think's going to help you win. So it's definitely they're definitely asking what the Steelers do.
Miles up in the chat, love you, bro.
My fucking boy, dude.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but I definitely agree with him being a military man. He definitely is used to doing things a certain way, and that definitely plays a big part in it. So we'll see how deep he gets in there, but I think it's just him being a more structured guy and him being used to things going a little bit easier.
And if you want to dive into the sociology of it all, then hit up your boy Ernst.
This was just a Turnhill. I'm gonna chalk it up as that. This was a Turnhill. I love Villanueva, and I like that we have a veteranness in the NFL. But this was the come on. We already know.
These Turnhills are funny though. I remember listening to Jarvis Landry saying like Tyrod Taylor was the best pass catcher he's ever had.
Yeah,
and I'm just fucking dying in this shit. And I'm like looking at I was telling him like Tannehill isn't that bad, guys. I promise you. And like 4 years later, I got vindicated.
Terrell Owens, best book corner.
Oh, vindicated! Hell yeah! Shout out Dashboard Confessional. Boom.
Yes,
I love it. Thanks, man.
I got you, my dude.
Vindication is real.
Hey, let's get into the next topic. And we start with Ping's picks here. Let's say Jamar Chase is already off the board. All right, we're going super situational.
It's true. It happens.
He's like, Harv's, I'm here for this. Jamar Chase is already off the board. Wait, we're going super situational. It can be dynasty redraft. You should be thinking either way. The motherfucker's gone. No matter what. Dynasty or redraft, he's gone off the board. All right.
I have mad trouble opening that pack on shrooms, bro. I was struggling.
What Bengals wide receiver do you feel will flourish the most from a fantasy football standpoint in this offense?
All right.
You start with Ping.
This one's crazy because I originally wanted to lead T Higgins because that dude's legitimately 6'4", and I think it's hard to beat that kind of shit.
Yeah,
but I think it's gonna be. We did the math on this, the fantasy six pack. We kind of have it like 130, 120, 110 when it comes to like targets, and Tyler Boyd I think is the one that gets the slight edge because he's gonna be over the middle. But I think what we're missing a lot of is the tight end situation. I think there's going to be more passes to the tight end than we're thinking of. Like CJ Uzomah was the first touchdown reception for Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Drew Sample on there too. So it's something that I don't think we talk about is the tight ends, I think, get the bump that we're not looking at.
That's when you say that, Ping, first off, I just want to say tag me in some articles. When you say that, I think that as we arise this question on the show, I encourage analysts, everyone out there alike, to maybe just go back and study the film, because when you just said that, I was like, light bulb message. I was like, yeah, I need to go back and watch the film because I didn't think about the tight end position.
CJ Uzomah is the first touchdown for Joe Burrow against the Browns.
And I used to argue with Robbie all the time because I'd be like, CJ Secret of the Uzomah. That was my nickname for him, right?
He was my guy last year.
I'd be like, bro, the motherfucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, CJ Secret of the Uzomah, bro. And he'd be like, damn, he's like, you just want to say him for the nickname.
Remember when Joe Sample was the thing?
And then after Uzomah goes down, that's where I was going to. I was like, it's fucking Drew Sample.
Drew Sample,
Drew Sample,
bro. It was so
it hit for 3 weeks, didn't it?
But then so check this out.
It was alright.
I got shitted on for all year for this after this one. So they go and they play. It was the Eagles and the Bengals, right? And like the Eagles had 3 weeks like of getting shit on by the tight end position, just getting like Logan Thomas opened the year up with like 2 tugs or whatever it was. Like, then remember they had a game against the Rams. Tyler Higbee had 3 tugs.
Can you leave me alone?
Like they were killing shit, right? And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, everybody, I go, everybody go ahead and stream Drew Sample. Like we're doing the waiver wire show. I'm like, yeah, he's a streaming tight end. And Robbie's like, I don't know about that. I'm like, no, hold on. I'm like, and you're like, you're saying the same thing about CJ Uzman. I'm like, exactly, bro. Opportunity share. And bro, so that was the one game that the Eagles didn't give up shit to the tight end position. That game was so ugly. That matter of fact, they tied in that game. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, they tied.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. I remember that shit.
And that's what
I
started.
was so mad.
And that's where Drew went downhill. Yeah. Go ahead, Jorge. Drop your tape, bro.
I'm thinking. You know what?
That was your tape.
My first instinct was T. Higgins.
That was my rant.
My first instinct was T. Higgins, but really, when it came down to it, I started thinking in PPR, it's going to be T. Boyd. It's Tyler Boyd. Just because I think he's going to get a lot of that stuff, and it's just point. I think that's going to be he's not as sexy, but I think Chase and Higgins are going to get the sexy.
Hey,
but it's going to be Boyd.
If you enjoy points, SportsMe
That's
app.
where I went.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Vámonos.
Download that shit.
Go ahead, Sam.
I'll switch it up because they both Davis and Torre both said T. Boyd, but I'm gonna go Higgins because it's still Higgins. Before Jamar Chase went to Cincy, we all knew that he was going for at least the K this year. Tyler Boyd is great, but he's a floor guy. He's not a ceiling guy. Yep. T. Higgins is your ceiling guy, and I think I'm of the opinion that Chase is still very raw of a receiver. I think it's going to take more time than people think for him to get worked into this offense a little bit. And this is going to be T's offense for at least the first half of this year. So I'm going to go with T because I think second-year breakouts are the thing with wide receivers. That's what you're going to see.
Recently,
T. Higgins
in recent history, yeah.
Yeah, and this is going to be a happy passing offense. Both Boyd and Higgins are going to do really well. But Higgins is the more boom guy there, and I think this is him for at least the first half of next year. You should put up solid numbers.
Yo, you know that Sam is like feeling himself because he fucking rally capped the Eagles hat.
Absolutely.
Hey, Sam, can I ask before we go into Herms, because we also do cover baseball on this channel, which Jorge, we got to get you on the channel soon.
Oh yes, please.
Sure. Sam, are you a Phillies fan?
I'm 4 for 4. 4 for 4 all day.
Oh my god!
Oh, you're gonna make me talk about Bryce Harper, aren't you, man? I mean, Voldemort.
You like the Sixers as well too?
All of them, Flyers as well.
Oh man!
Oh, as a Caps fan, that hurts my soul, dear God.
I know you, Washington. I know you, Washington.
Philly.
Go Nets. Go Caps. Boom, DC.
Go ahead, Herms. Go ahead, Herms.
All right, well, I showed my ink already, so I did my thing. Shout out me being tattooed. Fuck. Okay, so look, whenever I'm on like shows and stuff or whatever, like I don't know, like people fuck with me because I'm goofy and people fuck with me for my energy. But every now and then, but every now and then, people got to be reminded that I also have a brain. So here we go. When it comes to playing the fucking sport of football, when we're lining up receivers doing all this shit, let's be real about if we're going to project the fucking Bengals offense doing all this shit. So, I mean, like, Burrow out there in the fucking shotgun doing all this shit most of the time, but you probably will be, especially considering the fact that he's nursing that fucking knee shit. Yep. There's no way they're going to put that motherfucker under center. So they're going to be rocking a lot of that shotgun shit. So what are they going to do? Especially after the investment of fucking Jamar Chase or whatever, they're probably going to be going 3 wide a whole fucking lot doing all that shit. So what's going to happen is that, like, when it comes to all this shit, if we're going to project it onto the fucking field or whatever, like Chase and Higgins are going to be on the outside. So occasionally they're just going to cancel each other out just due to the nature of how the fucking sport works. So there's going to have to be two people usually or whatever at minimum, whether it's the running back or the tight end, but also the slot receiver. Yes, 100%. Doing all that shit. Somebody has to be doing that shit across the middle to be able to open space up, to be able to do some shit, to be able to draw attention away from people in the secondary, all that shit, 100%. So, like, Tyler Boyd is going to be that fucking guy to be able to do that shit and fucking do, like, so it's just like by virtue of the nature of how fucking football works.
Yep.
Like, Tyler Boyd is going to be the fucking beneficiary of all this shit. So I see all these takes from, and like I see people, saying all these things like, oh, Tyler Boyd's fucking useless now. Fuck Tyler Boyd. It's just like, okay, but you have to understand how the fucking sport works or whatever, because like Chase and Higgins are going to be out wide doing that shit. Yes, could I see Higgins sliding in doing some shit in the slot occasionally? Yes, I certainly could. But at the same time, at the end of the day, bro, Boyd's going to be fucking doing that shit. And slot receivers, while they may not mean a lot for fantasy in terms of ceiling, like was said before, the floor.
I think this year is the
floor. Like,
let the bodies. Oh, bro, I was
like dead ass.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Tyler Boyd is still going to be fucking helpful as shit.
Hey,
let's not be acting like he's fucking irrelevant.
Hey, little Rumboyz fact. So, when I was in the Air Force, fucking, we came back from Kandahar, and we go back to Italy. We go back to fucking Aviano. It was just like a small unit of us that went. Fucking, because we went joint task. We just went, just to help out really quick, and then boom, come home. Fucking the USO, they're at the base at the enlisted club, and they're doing like a party, and they flew in like a bunch of bands, like they flew in a bunch of acts. Obviously, look at me. I didn't know at the time who a lot of those bands were because, well, I'm black. All right, I'm from fucking DC. We don't listen to that shit. All right, we listen to a lot of go-go shit, has drums and shit, like different types.
Shout out Chuck Brown, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Chuck. Wind me up, Chuck. But no, with that said, fucking Drowning Pool was there, and like they saw me like jamming to like the shit because like that. We used to say like convoy rides, and they pull me up on stage, and they're like sa. We got started from the beginning, and they bring me up, and I've never fucking had my voice hurt so bad from like screaming. Like that shit was dope. Like it was like like I got to do it for like the chorus, and like they were like then like he took the microphone back and he was like kick that shit over, and like I kicked the fucking speaker, and then he was like just like fucking go crazy. I was like bet like and it was dope. Yeah.
Dude, shout that shit out. I want to also real quick. We have another no hitter in Major League Baseball. The Reds' Wade Miley. Happened. Yep. There it is. Wow. There it is. Yeah, we've seen how many in recent times? I mean, dear God, because like, John Means was like fucking 2 seconds ago. Like, dear God, like, wow, dude.
Fourth.
I think this
fourth
is
season.
Fourth season. Shout out Wade Miley. Give me fucking money.
Salute, Wade Miley.
Yeah, salute to Wade Miley, dude. That is fucking huge for this year. Oh,
and actually, technically, it's 5 because Madison Bumgarner threw a perfect game for 7 innings.
That is true.
But it's 7 innings.
Yeah,
fuck the MLB for that.
No, hey, we're actually getting good sports after this pandemic. Like, and I'm great. I'm fucking stoked for it. Let's get into this next question here. Wow, I just got the alert too.
Let me back up.
What's up, Davis? Oh yeah.
So Herms had a really good point, and I'm gonna back what he said about the 3 receiver set. The Bengals run the most 3 receiver sets in the entire league.
Yep.
Most.
Damn, I forgot that I was fucking supposed to still give a take, and that's actually going to be one of the things.
That's your take, bro.
Look at me knowing things. I'm not just funny. Wow.
Hey, I back you up, man.
DJ, or DP, you're all good, bro. Like, because for real, you're absolutely correct. I don't know who exactly takes the hit because of being on the offense as long as they have. I want to say Boyd. I want to say that Burrow is innately going to connect with the Higgins and Chase more because of that age group. And I think that there's going to be that off the field, that mental aspect, that TikToky shit that we were talking about. Like, even though they're not going to be making TikToks because that's just not Burrow's style, But that age group, that Gen Z shit's gonna kick in, and I think that it'll show on the field. So people can hate me for that, taking like you're wrong, you're fucking stupid. And I'll be like, I don't know. I mean,
Sports is just as much about psychology as it is about anything else, dude. I mean, like seriously, like you cannot underestimate that shit. Like,
hey, are we off the Bengals joint?
We're off of it now. We're getting into right now. Many are questioning Lamar Jackson.
Let me give my last take. My shit is quick and fast, bro.
Go. Oh, let's see this.
30 seconds.
Hey, Zach Taylor he's a product of McVay, bro. And when their product was working the toughest, bro, is when they had hella weapons. Gurley, remember this is 2018 when they were together, McVay and Zach Taylor. You know what I'm saying? They had Gurley, Woods, Cup, and Cooks.
They had that three-wide receiver.
Look at what they got right now, right?
And they have another
go crazy. And look, guess what? But he's going to be out the shotgun. Hot read. I'm saying the Robert Woods, the fantasy guy you want to have is the Robert Woods role, and that's Tyler Boyd, bro.
And I've said it on this show numerous fucking times. Bobby Trees and Tyler Boyd, always underappreciated. Fucking just like give those dudes the love they deserve.
Okay, so now hear this real quick.
No. We're going to the topic.
Tyler Boyd.
Many are questioning Lamar Jackson.
Going on now. Okay.
Lamar Jackson
wide receiver 3
to target. Many are questioning Lamar Jackson's ability to target wide receivers, even despite the Ravens addressing this position's needs in the draft, be it Bateman and Wallace. Do you feel that Lamar can improve as a passer this season? I don't know why I typed that as pastor. He's not fucking going to church. As a passer this season, and what receiver could flourish in that Baltimore offense out of the new acquirees, or even Hollywood in that case? So it would be Hollywood, Wallace, and Bateman is what we're essentially looking at.
Yeah, let me set this one up.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. All right, listen. Greg Roman. I love Greg Roman. This shit reminds me of when they had Cap.
Greg Roman, but all right.
When they had Cap. Listen, I love him. Shout out to Greg Roman. Greg Roman, give me money. All right, listen. When we had Cap, it was quick and fast, but for the 1.5 years, you know what I'm saying? Actually, not even 1.5 years. For like a good 2.5 years, we got to 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl, right? But the moment they said we want to start expanding the passing game, that shit fucked everything up. You know what I mean?
The fucking name change. I just saw that shit.
They fucked everything up.
Oh yeah, I got
several.
I'm fucking dying.
What's your take, though, Bogart?
Hold on. They're saying that right now with Baltimore, bro. They talking about they want to expand the passing game more. You know what I'm saying? Then they even showed that in this draft, right? But then you know what's the real tell is when you going back to our last topic, you bring in Villanueva. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run the ball. You're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna be foolish to try to trust Lamar to throw the ball more. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Do what he does best. He runs too. He has to run every so often.
So your take is that no one's flourishing in this offense. Okay.
Fuck no. Okay. All right. Who's the number one receiver? I got your answer. It'll be Bateman. And guess what? Hold on. He'll probably get like 20% of the target market share. But what's 20% of like what? Like 20, 23, 25 pass attempts, bro? A game? Fuck that.
Herb, your take. Go.
Okay, so when it comes to people questioning Lamar Jackson's ability as a quarterback, we all know the reason why he gets the amount of criticism that he does. I don't need to say it. You already fucking know why. It's unfair and it's unwarranted and it's unjustified. Lamar Jackson is a very talented quarterback. He's a very talented athlete. Fuck racism. Also, he gets criticized way too much because he's black. It is what it is. Like, it's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair at all. He's incredibly good at what he fucking does, and all of that shit shouldn't fucking matter. But, you know, whether it's active or passive in people's minds, that is why. And it's completely fucked. It's completely just horrible. Also, the number one receiver in that offense is Mark Andrews. that is probably going to continue. But
I was going by motherfucking receiver title.
Oh no,
Yes,
I understand. I understand. Yes,
Andrews.
100%. But yes,
Mark
in terms
Andrews.
of for sure, yeah, totally, yes.
Where's your Andrews, Mark Andrews?
Hell yeah. And like just in terms of like anybody who's eligible to catch the ball, doing all that shit, like like Andrews. But if we're talking just purely wide receivers, then like shoot, Rashad Bateman. I mean, like that's the motherfucker he's needed the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like no disrespect to Willie Snead and fucking Miles Boykin and shit, because like they made it to the league. Clearly, they are talented athletes because you don't make it to the NFL being a fucking terrible athlete. But when compared to their fucking peers, not that great. But you know,
they were finished with like 25 catches, bro. And be like,
dude, and like fuck, dude, like I had a whole
year, bro.
dude, and like so, and even before this show fucking started, I had my fucking podcast show with no name on the Lateral at the Lateral FF. Follow that shit. We had the homie Dave Kluge on, and we were talking about, you know, fucking like Lamar Jackson doing all this shit and people questioning it and being like, oh, well, I'm not really sure how to feel about Bateman and Tylan Wallace now that they're going to be going into the Ravens offense because they don't really pass that much. It's like, motherfucker, you scheme your offense around the fucking personnel that you have. You know what I mean? So, like, if you don't have the fucking personnel to pass shit, that you don't fucking pass shit, you just fucking run the ball. You fucking do all this shit. But they've been investing in making sure that they can pass it a little bit more. That's just how shit works. Like I said with my fucking last take, you have to understand how the sport of fucking football works before you open your goddamn fucking mouth.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ. The Ravens already fucking know they have a problem passing the ball, which is why they invested in fucking receivers. I mean, Jesus Christ. They drafted two, they signed Sammy Watkins, which may not mean that much of a difference, but at the same time, the point fucking stands. It will fucking help and it will make a fucking difference. So shut the fuck up about Lamar Jackson being trash or whatever, being like a young ass unanimous MVP fucking killing it up in the fucking business at the professional highest level of this fucking shit. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fucking fine. Yeah. Obviously, he's very good at doing this. Otherwise, he wouldn't fucking be here. So just relax. He's gonna be fucking fine.
They're not finna be airing that thing out here. Not as much as people for fantasy purposes.
I'm gonna play a quick game really fast for you guys. All right, Herms. I think Herms is gonna love this. I think Swagman's gonna love this. I think all you motherfuckers love this. Who's thrown more 25 touchdown seasons, Joe Flacco or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar.
I think.
The fucking answer is Lamar Jackson. He's been in the league.
Yeah, the answer is Lamar Jackson.
He's thrown more 25-yard TDs than Joe Flacco in
25-yard TDs or 25
TDs per season. I mean,
25.
I think Lamar's rookie year he threw like 18.
No, I mean you can't even count his rookie year because he just came in. But you're talking about 2 years he started. He threw like 31, and 5 of those went to my Dolphins.
Yeah,
fuck us.
It was 26 and 36.
26
and
26 and 36. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco has thrown more than 25 touchdowns once, and this is a guy known for his arm, and he didn't even freaking do it, right?
A big inaccurate arm.
So Lamar is gonna be fine. Yeah,
he's gonna be fine. The problem is it's a scheme situation, right? This is just like. This is just the scheme, right? This is what they want to do. They want to run the ball. Yeah, they're just doing what they're doing. And I don't know if this is enough for me to say I don't think Lamar's a good passer, right? Maybe he's not the most accurate, but he's an NFL pro that got drafted in the first round and is already an MVP at least one time. I don't know how many players can say that. I don't know how many players can do that or let alone repeat that. No. And then he had by far the worst offense. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to list these teams and tell me that their offenses were not the same as them, at least receiver-wise. Jets, Eagles, Broncos.
Oh, yeah, no, none of those. Yeah.
All three of those fucking teams plus the Ravens have the equivalent in wide receiver core last year. Willie Snead. Get the fuck out of here with Willie Snead. It's as simple as that. There were ugly offenses across the board. I can't believe Lamar had to throw to that for 16 games.
No, I'm with the shits. Go ahead, Jorge.
Well, I'm kind of like chicken and egg a little bit and kind of riding the coattails on what Herms was saying. The Ravens, did they not throw as much because they just didn't have the receiving talent, or because of the fact that they were, they were so they had so much rushing talent.
They lost their biggest piece of 12 personnel too. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Hermo.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Muy cierto. Muy cierto. So yeah, that's the thing. I think the Ravens are one of the smartest organizations, one of the most well-run organizations in the NFL. And the fact that because they invested
all over it.
Yeah, they invested 2 high picks on wide receivers. They're not doing it not to use them. So I'm thinking they're not going to turn into the Chiefs, but I think that they throw maybe 5 more times a game. That is going to be a huge difference. And I mean, and last year, Lamar had a down year and threw 26 touchdown passes. I think he's going to be around 30 touchdown passes this year, and I think Bateman's going to be the number 1 receiver out of that group.
Oh, I love that take, Sam.
Yeah. Well, Jorge stole it from me. I was going to say Bateman as well, but it's really hard to build off Herms'. It's really hard to build off Herms' take because he hit so many points. But Lamar's very good, and shout out Boynton Beach, where Lamar went to high school, right down the street from me, down here in Florida. So I actually saw Lamar play in high school, and that man was absolutely electric.
Yeah.
For people to say he's not good, and shout out to Kluge. You know, man's been on Lamar for months now. Building him back up. Making sure people know that Lamar is still very good. And that offense is definitely a run-first offense. It's the way it's built. The Ravens have historically built that offense as a run-first offense.
That's
Ray Rice, J.K. Dobbins, everyone, no matter who.
Shout out Jamal Lewis.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis as well.
Running for that 2K shit. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. So, you're never going to find a high-volume passing offense for the Ravens.
Oh, shit. Remember Justin Forsett, bro? He was
the first
fucking.
That was a good season.
He was
that was a good season.
Bro.
It was one good season,
bro.
It was one good season.
Before Leonard Fournette came in,
Justin Forsett.
It was Justin Forsett, bro.
It's so hard to think that.
Don't cut him was the motto.
Rashad Bateman's going to be the wide receiver 1 there again because he's got that first-round draft capital, and it's not going to be a big wide receiver 1. Maybe he'll be, he'll get 800, 900 yards. He's not going to hit 1,000 yards. Lamar doesn't throw that much. Lamar might
like a 3,500 passer.
And that's at the max. At the max. It's more likely you're going to see him top out at like 30. Nah, I don't.
Can get 4,000.
Well, his MVP year, he only had 3,600. So,
I didn't get that, didn't he?
Man,
yeah, 31 or some shit.
He might, yeah. I think I'm thinking of the touchdown pass. I know he had 30.
It's 31. Yeah, 36.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about like passing yards.
He only had 3,100 his MVP season. He's not.
I'm saying that's like his ceiling is 3,500. But
yeah,
if they're gonna open up the pass game, I think his ceiling could be 4,000. If they're gonna run this 4 wide receiver set, because like I said, bro, this is like reminiscent of with my Niners, bro. 2014. We got Kaepernick, and we go from like running 12 personnel, and then we go all of a sudden we're running 4 wide because we had because we running Stevie Johnson, and we brought in and we still have Vernon Davis and goddamn fucking
Stevie Johnson.
Who else do we have? We have Bruce Allen.
Go ahead, Jake.
You know what I mean? But it could work.
You cannot have Lamar running the ball in 2 years. You have to take it out of his game. It was a planned run. So what you're going to do is do that 4 wide set if for these next 2 years, figure it out, and have him be that guy where he beats the spy if he has to, but these other guys get open in coverage. Because obviously, I can't see Lamar running a 26 years old. Anybody disagree with me?
No.
Eventually, he'll get clipped. He cannot run like this in 2 years. I think the plan is to get him running safely.
He damn near won it that well again. No, he won it that well.
Never again. Never 1,000 yards again. Never 1,000. That would be the worst thing for his career if he runs for 1,000 yards.
I'm just saying though.
Right. So you're underneath.
No, never again. Never run for 1,000 yards as a quarterback. It is a bad sign. Don't do it. It does not help your team long term. At this point, Lamar has to focus on running safely, which would be the 4 wide, and you have that spy, that linebacker you could run away from and get out of bounds. Then the next year, take the run game away from him that's planned, get 3 wide, make him a passer. Because by 27, he's not going to run the ball anymore if he wants to play 12 years, 13 years. So I think this is the move to
He
get
hasn't
receiver
even got
talent
the
for him.
extension yet, bro. He ain't even got the
But
extension.
1 year though. 1 year you're gonna pay the dude. You're gonna pay him $40 million a year to run the ball 5 times a game. You're not gonna do that. You won't do that. It just doesn't make sense. Money comes down to it. Quarterback that gets hit 5 times a game running the ball on
Niners,
planned
bro.
runs.
Hey, that's what Kaepernick. Kaepernick got paid. They
You're
try
wrong.
to switch
Bogart,
it all
you
up.
don't pay a quarterback to do planned runs. You do not pay a quarterback to do planned running plays.
It's Greg Roman there with Jim Harbaugh's brother.
They'll change it up. He'll get fired. They're not going to run a quarterback after they pay him $40 million. It just won't happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Jake, I see your take, and I respect your take. Let's go ahead. Let's keep it moving. We got 2 more left here in the show.
Low key.
Wait, what's up?
We got more. Hell yeah.
Oakland Athletics pitcher Sean Manaea took a no-hitter through 8. It got broken up, but we almost had 2 no-hitters in one night, dude. We were this fucking close.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Like,
Has that ever happened?
June 29, 1990. Fernando
There you go.
Valenzuela and Dave
I
Stewart
can't believe you know
through
that.
no hitters.
Oh, that's a good stat. You pulled
Right
that
off
out
right off the bat.
Hey,
Dude. Right off the bat.
We were this close in
Fernando
history.
Valenzuela is one of my
100
guys. Fernando's one of my guys, and
I just wanted to shout
I
that
got
out. We were
a
really
long
close.
story for that for another day.
Hey, don't worry. Business and Brews coming soon with you on it. Let's see here. The Detroit Lions have no idea who their weapons are outside of TJ Hawkinson and DeAndre Swift. In regards to fantasy, what receiver do you feel could be a standout to fantasy enthusiasts? We'll start with Jake and then work our way around the horn. We're gonna go rapid fire. Just say a name. You don't even gotta defend it. Just be like, you know what? Fuck it. You don't even gotta defend it. Just that's your guy at this point.
Let me Google because honestly, at this point, I don't even trust Jared Goff. I don't trust anything there right now.
Well, while you Google, we'll go to Sam and then Jorge and then Davis.
Hey, I'll make my quick. St. Brown, bro.
All right, so you and St. Brown. Boom.
Yeah.
Sam.
Outside of Hawkinson and Swift, I got to go with St. Brown as well. It makes sense.
Yeah.
No, a lot of targets going on. You're not going to have Tyrell Williams or Rashad Perriman or Cephas be your guy. So
Gazelle.
yeah, it's Amon Ra, Sun God, baby.
I agree. By the way,
Jorge.
yeah.
The sun guy.
Okay, Jake
When
said,
you have
said
Perriman as a
Brown.
wide receiver 3, it's not a good sign. That's all I'm saying.
Jorge.
I may be wearing UCLA baby blue, but I'm going with the USC guy, St. Brown. He's Robert Woods 2.0.
West Coast. I'm
Let's
going
go.
West Coast as well. I'm keeping it West
And
Coast.
he's in an Anthony Lynn system where
Absolutely.
Keenan Allen just eating. Keenan Allen wins, the inventor of fucking In Living Color, even, bro.
Oh my God. Davis and then Herms.
All right, I'm gonna just touch on this for like 10 seconds. All right, so Amon St. Brown will be the floor guy. But give me Rashad Perriman. I do a lot of best ball. Perriman, and this is the only reason why. And I will fucking talk my ass off about fucking O linemen, but they have three amazing O linemen that will give Goff just enough time to just fucking fling it. Four. So you're right. The center. They're gonna the center and the guard. They're gonna fling that fucking ball, and they're just gonna give it because Rashad Perriman. They're gonna play from behind. You can't.
Hey, I like D Swift this year like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
bro.
you cannot
And I will
win
say
games
the
by doing
Browns
check
fan,
down from
Perriman
behind.
catches everything that's a tough catch in the end zone, but not in between.
Yeah,
correct.
He's gonna
He
be this
finds
guy
the
that
end
gets.
zone in the worst possible times and blowouts.
It's just,
where
bro.
does
He's
not
just
matter.
he's a soft tissue injury motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's
if he plays 16 games, but here's the thing: Tyrell Williams is more injured than Rashad Perriman.
They both are.
Crazy,
That's
right?
why St. Brown, the sun god.
But give me 16 games with Perriman, or give me 12. I don't give a shit. He ends up being Nelson Aguilar. He's Nelson Aguilar last year.
I love that.
I like that.
Now,
I love that.
I'm gonna recklessly overdraft St. Brown just because now his nickname is the Sun God, bro. Like
Sun God.
I gotta have
Sun
him.
God.
The Sun God.
And Davis, big shout out to the O lineman.
So we got
Perriman.
We got Perriman in best ball formats, and everyone's going St. Brown. Herms, you got anyone different? You want to go Cephas or anything, or are you going St. Brown or Perriman?
Somebody make a case for Tyrell the Gazelle. That's my man.
Okay, I can't quite go there, but I will say, I'm
gonna draft
baby,
you the fuck
I
out
like
of
it.
him,
I'm on Raw.
Tyrell the
That's
Gazelle?
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. But like, like Amon-Ra St. Brown, like I'm definitely here for it. I mean, he's versatile as fuck, and like just projecting out that offense. I mean, like he can move because the benefit that he carries over the other dudes is that like he can line up in multiple spots, whereas a lot of these dudes only profile really doing one thing. So I guess if we're gonna look at it for the wide receivers for Detroit, then like yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown is fantastic. But I will say I do want to emphasize, like, I am a big supporter of Quintez Cephas. I feel as though that there were certain off-field issues that he carried that caused his draft stock to fall.
Money 1 week with him on DraftKings, and I love him forever.
Yeah, and like
Shout out to Quintez.
Yeah. Quintez Cephas is an incredibly talented player, so please do not take your attention off of that man just because they got some old heads doing some fucking shit rolling up in the building. But like for real, like Quintez Cephas is incredibly good at playing football. I feel very good.
And that's why we brought the question, because I feel like that this is a room for folks to look at. But I'm still not steering away from Ross St. Brown. It's just film
for sure.
Film has me too latched on at this point. We're going to get into our final topic of the night. And we all saw this viral video.
I do want to say real quick. I want to say one more thing.
Oh shit.
I just want to make a quick case for Tyrell the Gazelle.
Oh God, your quick case is turning into fucking 3-minute tape.
Hold on, Anthony Lynn's there. He knows Anthony Lynn's system.
Said that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I didn't say it specifically for him. But I also do love D Swift. He's gonna be 29. He's gonna be 2019
running backs.
I just want to proclaim something.
That was part of the premise.
Hold on. He is. D Swift could be PPR Gold 2019's version of Austin Powers Eckler. Let's go. Dial it up.
Will be.
Hey, I love how I purposely write a question with an intention to not, because there's something like it's pretty much known, and like it still gets.
Yeah, besides DeAndre Swift, but what about DeAndre Swift? Like
in the 2-3.
Yeah, we know this. But I'm just going to say this last bit to it, though, is I just think that the Detroit Lions are going to be playing from behind 14 points every game.
The time, yeah.
And that's why the deep ball is just going to be fucking hilarious to watch with Rashad.
Don't sleep on golf.
A ton of work.
Let's get into our last take for tonight. Logan Paul, it wasn't Logan, it was Jake. It was Logan's Paul's event. I'm sorry. Jake Paul snatches Floyd Mayweather's hat off his head while at Logan Paul's event earlier Thursday evening in Miami. Does this little boy just play a little bit too much? I mean, he did get served up with a 2-piece and a biscuit. I don't know if it was Floyd necessarily that did it or somebody else, but if you saw the aftermath video from Jake on Jake's end, and he was like, "Yeah, I got Floyd's hat," he looked a little snaggletooth, and he had a black eye. We'll start with our combat sports expert, Jake.
This is combat sports. Okay, whatever.
It's you know what?
Technically, it is.
You're dealing with it. You got to deal with it.
Okay, let me just. All right.
I appreciate the dedication.
First of all, Logan apologized. Logan Paul is from where I'm from. He had that incident with the whole forest thing that was bad, but overall, he's not a bad dude. Jake Paul, though, come on, man. What are you doing? It was not Floyd that hit you. It was the dudes with him and those random security guards that did not care because he was paying anything that was coming their way off in court. So rip the dude's hat, throw it in the air. What do you think's going to happen? He had 4 dudes that knew they were going to be protected by Floyd's money legal system. Come on. What are you doing? And he still won because he didn't get hurt. He could get that tooth fixed. And
he didn't get that hurt, but he still got served up with a 2-piece and a biscuit.
But he might get a fight with Floyd and make money, which is the worst part about it. He still might win out of this one, and I don't know what to say besides whatever he's doing.
Publicity.
I can't rip it apart because he's getting himself famous off this, and his brother's like, "Oh, this is not meant to happen," but he's going with it and making more followers.
They just both eating.
Yeah, they're
no, his brother does not like it. I don't think his brother wanted this because he apologized to the property owner.
They are grubbing.
No. His brother had to pay it. His brother, Logan, was like, "Dude, this is bad." The property owner wanted to eject him and sue him because the cops are there.
Logan was probably scared because Logan's like, "Man, fuck, I ain't gonna make."
No. Logan was like, "Dude,
he doesn't want to lose this fight." With
the problem was here.
He's gonna lose the fight no matter what.
Property
he
event.
lose it
He knows
bad.
that. He doesn't care about losing the fight. The
Hey,
problem
they
was
better
that
not start
he
hanging
paid
with no
for
rappers,
it.
bruh.
No, the problem is he paid for the event, and it was on his dime that this happened, where he might have to pay something to the property owner because people had to report to the scene and take people to the hospital, and the police had to show up. So it was not great. Well, yeah, and his brother caused it, and he knows it. He's like, "Dude, this is not meant to happen. I do not condone his actions. This is awful." So, I mean, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for Logan, but Jake, man, you're gonna get hurt, but you're making a lot of money doing it. So I can't rip it apart because your brothers had to pay the fine for you, and you're gonna make a lot of money fighting Floyd soon.
I will never hate on anyone's bag, except for
Dude, he's making a lot of money. I don't like Jake Paul, but Logan Paul's cool. I don't mind him. His podcast is cool. He opens Pokemon cards, watch the anime. I like the dude.
Anybody
Jake
else
Paul, man,
feel
good for you.
differently? Anybody else?
Everything you do, you lose the fight that isn't sanctioned and still make money. So I can't criticize.
Anybody else?
So Jake Paul's a master media negotiator. He just gets things on his side.
Is this not set up? Does anyone think this is not?
No, it's not set up. No, he did not.
Okay,
lose a tooth in this fight.
This is why I ask this. This is why I ask this. Is Floyd like not like the best defensive guy ever?
Floyd did not hit him.
Floyd is the best. Floyd's the best.
They were like big behind and
Does Jake
they grabbed by the right
speed
shoulder
then?
and punched him in the face?
Does Jake got speed? Was what I'm getting to.
Jake ain't got shit.
Well, he got his ass.
He got knockout power.
That's what he has.
No, I'm talking about just the fact that he
snatched his hat. Yeah, he snatched his hat. Like it's like
because if I'm Floyd Mayweather, bro, even horse flies 90 miles an hour just by an instinct. He'd be like,
guys,
right
I gotta say this.
Come on,
I'm saying this
on
as a
instinct.
guy that likes Floyd.
That's why I'm like, is that a setup?
Let
Because
me
you're
say
a
this,
boxer.
guys.
If anyone reaches, I'm like, he's Floyd Mayweather.
Guys, let me close with this one. Floyd Mayweather, you literally got a transplant for a beard and full head of hair. Please don't do that.
I can hear Jake like really lay into me, man. Really lay into me, man. Give me right in the eye, man.
It's
Give me
my
a
only
shiner.
criticism of Floyd right now.
He's
Just
probably
commit
like,
to
give
the
me a
fact that
shiner,
you're a
man.
babyface, dude. Just do not
No
commit to the
fucking
full
way.
beard. It looks weird. Do you guys disagree or not? It looks so weird to see him like that.
It looks weird, but let him be. He's old.
It looks ridiculous. It's not Floyd Mayweather.
As Machine Gun Kelly would say, your beard's weird, man. And then
He has a full fro, and I'm like, dude, this is not his hair. Like, I know this is not real.
Anybody else feel? Hold on, before anybody else feel any differently about this topic? Like, I know that for the most part, like.
And by the way, Jake Paul still wins. Let's be real. He got attention, and we're
he got
serving
attention.
him.
Jake Paul's a punk,
getting
but
the bag.
he's a marketing
He's a genius.
Hey,
All
Jake
those
Paul,
guys-
give me money.
all those guys that grew up
Hey,
on
give me
Vine,
money, Jake Paul.
TikTok, they all know how to market.
I
They all know
credit
how to market
them. I do.
themselves. They've been
I
taught
hate
how to
him,
market
though.
themselves for so
I
long.
like Logan. I don't like Jake. That's how it comes down.
But they're both
Hey,
marketing
Robbie
geniuses.
can beat up Jake Paul. We're gonna start saying this now. Let's go.
I like how
I'm your
everyone says like
campaign manager.
Austin is
I
like.
don't
Robbie's
give a
gonna
fuck.
fight Jake Paul, bro. Let's go.
I don't give a fuck.
But
I'm
here's the
down.
thing: everyone always
I
talks
know he
about.
doesn't. This is why.
But Jake Paul has to fight me in a cage, not in a ring.
Let's go.
He has to fight
Whatever.
me in a
Let's go.
cage.
Dial it up. Cage match.
Still cage match.
I'm Bogart Don King, bro. Let's go. You know
Bruh,
Respect to DC though.
I'll take
I
that
like
shit
DC.
straight to the
He challenged him
ground.
to do an MMA fight because everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to boxing and make money on Jake Paul." I'm like,
Let's go.
just put him in the.
I'm just saying though, man.
He
Like
knows how to get it back, bro.
he's gonna make money, man. That's all he does. He prints it. He's Mayweather and
I want to make
I
his
respect Jake Paul too.
I just
cannot
want to make
think
his
of a dude
calf
that makes
speak.
money on something I criticize.
I just want to make his
Mayweather
calf
and
speak.
Jake Paul are
Just
the only
fucking just-
guys that can do it.
I just want to constantly kick him in his fucking calves and just break him down slow and slow, like
But
a
it works so
Macarena.
well. And we cannot knock this. Jake Paul is a smart dude and knows what he's doing, and he's the ultimate heel, and I respect him for it. I don't like him for it though.
The ultimate heel is this. Hold on, this is what you're bestowing on him. The ultimate heel.
He is right now in combat sports. He is
pretty good.
Can't even negotiate that.
He's getting.
It's like the part of it's the part of the foot that's on the back. You know.
Okay.
Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get into sign-offs. Let's go ahead and get into sign-offs. Jake,
Hey, let me go first. I'll go first, bro. Hey, I'm Bogart Scott.
We'll start at the top. We'll start at the top.
On Twitter, and you guys know me by now. Get everyone else.
All right. Well, Jake, kind of restart that because the audio fucked up there. So now you're just gonna restart.
Yep. Rumboyz Combat on Rumboyz.com, and Rumboyz Combat on Twitter. You'll find me there, and yeah, might be active, might not. I'm literally in a mess of a schedule right now at work, so been that way for like 2 months.
Let's go ahead and get into Sam. Let him know where they can find you.
You can find me at Swagman95 on Twitter. You can find me at The Show FF on Twitter. Just had a fire show with Steffi Smalls and Victoria tonight. Ian Harditz back on Wednesday. Check both of those shows out.
Hey.
And then all my shit at 14P_pod.
Hey, just really quick, man. You guys should definitely check out that pod with Steffi and Victoria.
That was a wild ride. Electric.
And
it's
so
electric.
You're gonna enjoy having Ian as a guest. Bogart and I interviewed him, so you're gonna enjoy that.
I had it. It was a great show. Great show.
It was like a fucking.
Wait, fucking Pingo. Go ahead, Jorge. We're gonna see if Ping gets back in. To close out.
At Jorge Martin 17 on Twitter, and you can find my original content at familiaffb.com. We just turned 1. Our podcast turned 1 on Cinco de Mayo. So
happy birthday!
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
How ironic!
It is
Give him money. Give him money.
That's how I opened up the show, though.
Hey,
I'm
hold
really
up.
about that shit. I'm from San Jose. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
hold
Thank
on.
you. Thank you guys for having me. Always glad to be with the Rumboyz.
Yeah.
We gotta add Ping back in really quick. No, you're good, bro.
Oh, good. Yeah, bring him back in. He's awesome.
Let's go ahead. Let's do a shot. Let's do a shot for Jorge's birthday. By the way, my Dirty 30 stream coming in like
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
the weekend of June 15th is gonna be a thing. Hey yo, cheers to Jorge, bro. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, man.
Davis, Ping, where can people find you?
Find me at Panks Pick on Twitter or on the SportsMe app where I talk a lot of shit about nothing. But I represent Fantasy Six Pack with my buddies Joe Bond, Kevin Huell, and Keith Lott, and Bob Man, the IDP man. So catch me on there. I don't do any shows, but I catch a lot of articles, and I will send them to you guys because you told me to.
We're gonna bring you on more shows then.
Because you told me to.
Yeah, we're
That's
just
what
gonna
we're
start
gonna do.
bringing you on.
We're gonna dial it up. He's awesome.
I'm all for it, man.
Herms, tell them the terms.
Oh, my name is Herms. That rhymes with terms. I do a show with the 14P called In Herms Terms. Boom. That's a thing that I do. It's on YouTube. You can check that out. The same place that you can find Sam. So that's a thing. I also talk about things with The Lateral at The Lateral FF and the website, thelateralff.com. Well, www.infront, whatever. The internet's weird. You know how that shit works. I don't know. Fucking Google it. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I mean, like, you know how to use the internet. Yeah, I mean, shit. And like,
Give me money.
You can find me doing shit here, man. Fuck. I don't know. Today was a fucking weird day. I had a bad day. But you know what did help me out? Being on with you motherfuckers. Man, I will tell you what, dude. Like, there have been, like, probably 4 or 5 opportunities. Thank you. And like,
real talk. I always like rocking with Herms.
Yeah, dude. Like there were like 4 or 5 times throughout the show where I really.
When I seen this shirt at the joint, I was like, I was like, oh yeah, I know Herms. I was like,
yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Green Day is my all-time favorite band.
Bogart, go ahead.
Oh, we're still on. Oh, let me close up for me then.
Yeah.
Check this out. At the GMM Network. Also, whole world, give me money. The earth is my turf. every Tuesday night. My version's better. 6 p.m. PT, 9 o'clock Eastern. Hey, let's go. We got some special guests coming up. I don't know if we can reveal them yet. We actually might have like a double hitter Tuesday, allegedly.
Right now I can go ahead and I can release one of them. Matt Harmon, for sure.
Tuesday. My boy Harmon, my guy.
Hey, the founder of the Reception Perception. Shout out to our guy. Matt Harmon.
Matt Harmon, if you're watching, follow me.
I like that we got.
Also me, I'm trying to get on any show I can with you.
Hey, let's go, man. Hey, anytime, bro. Anytime, bro.
I'm just trying to get in the same state, man. So,
Immediately, even. We rock. We rock. That's all we do. We rock with the world.
But no, so catch this is like kind of like the only day we could really get him. So it'll be, you know, it's gonna be kind of dope how Matt wants things to flow and how we're gonna make things flow for Tuesday. It's really gonna be a lot of
fantasy-isms,
but mainly, you know, we're gonna let Bogart and him kind of, because Bogart's been following. I've been following Perception a lot, but like Bogart is like,
I am what you would call a fanboy, which is awesome. Because
I was about to say,
and I'm in a league with Andy Holloway, so it's so crazy because there's this 6 degrees of separation is so real, and it's amazing. Even like a shout out to Ian Harwitz, man. Like even having him on, like I followed him for years, and Robbie was like, "Bro, guess what, bro? We're gonna get you a PFF." I was like, "What? Word?" I was like, am I Sherman? He's like, yeah. And we went and killed the episode because he knows that.
Don't worry, Bogart will not be
so far. These are joints that we
utilize. Will not be streaming for a Matt Harmon episode.
Nah. This is Friday.
Ian's great.
So
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like real isms. We're going all isms. The earth.
Alrighty. So now that I got back control. Alrighty, so there will more than likely be another special guest. I'll be releasing that to you guys very shortly. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to expose too much of my hand. With that being said, make sure you guys have your notifications turned on here to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, the one, the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure you follow everyone that has been on our panel tonight. Spike the like if you have not already. Subscribe to our channel. If you are encouraged to want to join, we're not going to discourage you from joining. Go ahead and join. I feel like a lot of what we do is worth fucking $5 a month. You should too, if you're really a fucking fan, if you have the ability to. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Philly motherfucking Billy. I appreciate y'all for coming and getting silly with the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Let us sell off.
Hell
Peace.
yeah.
Bring the heat.